Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live. Game 6, possibly history edition.
Possibly history.
Yes. What's going on, y'all? So, if you were here with us earlier, thank you for that. And we are back, and we are going to try our best to make it through Game 6 here. We're going to need some love and some help from the chat. Chat's empty right now, but that's okay.
I got a Red Bull on the way.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Red Bull, man. Come sponsor the channel.
3 bottles of cold alkaline water.
I drunk all my bottles.
Might not be
spring water.
It might not be the best move because like halfway through I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
That's why you got halftime, buddy.
Right. No doubt.
This ain't no regular show. I don't need you to keep talking. I can run the show for about 2 seconds.
Right. Oh man. So we got an opportunity here to
Steve, yes, you did.
You did miss a live earlier. What's going on, brother?
I needed you, man. I made a comment earlier, bro. It was all about you.
Yes.
You would have loved it, man. You'd have been like, see, this is the time I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree with the Transformer on this one right here. Like Steve would love this one.
Yeah. So anyway, obviously we got Game 6 here, and as we mentioned earlier, in a series in the NBA Finals tied 2-2, the winner of Game 5, who was OKC Thunder, normally goes on to win that series 74% of the time. So we're going to see if that holds true tonight. And then we're gonna get into the very interesting territory of where does SGA's season rank here, right? Lead the league in scoring, MVP, obviously first team All-NBA, and then to be the likely Finals MVP would be a heck of an achievement and a heck of an accomplishment. So we will see what it turns out to be in the event OKC gets the job done. And if you'll remember, I will also be gloating if OKC gets the job done because I did say Thunder in 6. So we'll see what happens.
You did say Thunder in 6, man.
Yeah.
You did say that. That is the absolute fact. I was shouted out. Bruce called 6. I called 5. I was robbed. If they win tonight, I was robbed Game 1.
Right.
That's some BS.
What's up, Woodage? Long time no see, for real. Man, me and Transformer both dragging a little bit, so y'all gonna have to help us out in the chat, man.
Man, what? Fired up. Ask questions, man. I mean, during the game, I know we're gonna talk the game as much as we can, but you know what I mean, while we got breaks and commercials and stuff like that, man, shoot some questions, man.
Mm-hmm.
It could be random. It ain't got to be about sports, man. Like, how did I lose my hairline? Like, stress, military.
That'll do it.
Kids.
That'll do it. Thunder will be the first 68-win team since the 67 Sixers. Yeah, I think you mentioned that last
going
time.
Straight to the glass.
That's pretty impressive.
Early.
Well, that's what you got to do. Attack the rim, man.
Absolutely. What'd you say before that?
Oh my gosh. Really, Steve? Okay. Steve's starting already. All right. It's okay. So
they playing rock, rumble, stumble, dumble, fumble.
They playing jail ball out here.
Boy. Now, if I wanted to be like LeBron, I would have the fake hairline. See, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't have a fake joint. I don't even got hair enough for the Kobe joint. I had to shave that joint smooth off, good.
Right. So let me understand this correctly, Steve. You're saying that the year Joel Embiid won MVP, he didn't deserve that? Is that what we're saying? I just want to make sure I understand you correctly. And okay, so things to keep an eye on in this game. Obviously, we got to see how well Halliburton can go, how much that injury is hampering him, if at all.
I didn't put my prize picks in.
Chet Holmgren had 15 rebounds last game. That was huge. I believe in rebounding. So we'll see if that continues tonight.
Oh, I already got one.
That's 2.
Oh, that's 2?
That's 2. Mm-hmm.
Let's see how OKC runs on.
Man, stop dribbling up the floor. Everybody want to be freaking KD. Needs to stop.
Well, it's been a lot of falling so far, a lot of pushing, grabbing.
All right, Steve, you got it, man.
I'm loving it. This is gonna be a very interesting game, man. This is I would be remiss if I don't see a tech. I'll be remiss if I don't see a tech.
Hey, you got to have a tech tonight, man. You got to leave it. Obviously, this is literally win or go home. So
yeah,
you got to do
tech. Couple of a little 7 match here or there, double tech. I got to see something.
I do like that OKC started with the big lineup, which means they appeared to have some turnover. They have some determination to control the glass tonight. That's going to be big because you cannot let Indiana, get out and run. So part of that is controlling the backboards.
I think Tyrese, he already just messed with that calf.
Yeah. Both teams look a little nervous early,
Yeah, sloppy.
Yeah, like OKC is nervous, like, oh, we gotta close this out on the road, and Indiana nervous, like, man, we gotta survive.
Chet, what a move!
Oh, but see, what did I say a few minutes ago? Everybody want to be KD. That looked like it was straight out of KD's bag right there.
Straight up, dribble, cross spin, layup at the front.
Absolutely.
That was a beautiful move. So far, the bigs are the only ones that have scored for OKC. Look at that spin. Boom. Give me that. Right up over you. Too tall.
Yeah. Really? Karl Malone and Charles Barkley are 1 and 2 in career techs. Interesting. Makes sense. So what did Malone play? 19 years and Barkley played what, 16, 17?
16, 17? Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm surprised that ain't. What Draymond Green on that?
I know, right?
I know he got to be getting up there.
Yeah, up there, but he hasn't played long enough to be able to,
get like 13 years.
So. Yeah.
I'm gonna say as frequently as he get him, I'm pretty sure he shouldn't be that far.
Right. Oh,
good move, Jalen.
Oh yeah. Good move. Yes, sir.
Everything's been in the post for OKC so far.
Right. And I love it because when you attack the rim, you're gonna get free throws. Yeah. But of course, some people are gonna say, OKC and especially the MVP are free throw merchants and all this foolishness.
Mm-hmm. But I give it to Holly so far. He's already got 3 attempts, yet he's not to make a basket. But 1 3, 2 drives to the cup. He's trying to set that precedent. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try, man. Hopefully that sparks something with the rest of his teammates. Ooh, Jalen.
Oh.
Ooh, Jalen.
Oh boy.
Ooh, Jalen.
Rick Carlisle. Yeah.
Time out.
You know what that reminds me of in the college ranks? Yeah, Dickie V. Gotta get it to yo, baby. Gotta get it to yo.
You can't be having them doing like that, baby. They're already up 6. You don't want them.
Yeah, for real.
Is he back announcing yet? After he got after he beat the cancer?
I don't know.
When is he back on the sideline?
He's mad old, so he may not ever get back to calling games. I don't know.
Yeah, man, bro. It ain't right if you don't get him, baby. Let's go, baby.
Oh, so Draymond's way behind her Woodage. Okay.
Oh shit. 131?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
It just seems like Draymond's are worse, way more egregious, the stuff that he does.
But be honest, he should have way more than 131. I just think the league just be like, all right, man. Come on. Stop.
I think the refs are scared.
Stop, man. We ain't trying to kick you out of the game early. Come on, man. It's the first quarter. Why are you cursing at us?
For real.
Like I said, man, you guys like that, they go
really? It's 190 text?
I mean, he played 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
But I don't see it from him, though.
21 years, I think. So
yeah, I think he did have one more than Kobe.
But you know what it is? Dirk's wife is black.
Oh, Damn, I should have sent you something. He was on the All the Smoke.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They asked him, they was like, "Hey man, who's your childhood crush growing up?" And he was just like, "Ooh, childhood crush, man. That's a good one. I mean, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown." I'm like, "What? Happy Juneteenth, Dirk. Happy Juneteenth." Shout out Dirk.
You stupid.
Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, I'm like, boy,
He wilding with that.
That boy said, "I've been in the sauce."
I guess so.
I've been down with the get down.
Guess so. Wow.
Hey, when his wife got him the paper plate, he brought his lunch to the game with the aluminum foil on it. I'm like, oh yeah, bro. That boy Dirk down with the culture, man.
Oh my goodness.
Came in with the paper plate. Like, yo.
That's funny.
That man's like, I like them sisters, man. That boy Dirk been all about them sisters. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was a Short Circuit commercial.
Yo, I was just thinking about that movie the other day. I need to rewatch that. Yeah, that's a classic 80s joint right there.
Definitely a classic.
Yeah. Johnny Five. Yeah.
Dang, now I wonder what is it on now? What network? This got to be on something.
Probably around somewhere.
When can I watch it somewhere? Short Circuit.
Nah, Steve. Nah. But that's not bad though.
Hey, no, peak Megan Good. Like Megan Good was my crush for years until I saw she smoked cigarettes. So I fell back a little bit, but then she stopped the cigarettes. I'm back. I saw her strike a stick. I'm like, go, come on, no, Megan, stop doing that.
Yeah, not super efficient.
Man, you gotta rent this movie, man. Come on, man, let that be free. Really? Yeah,
man, you better go find a torrent somewhere.
Boy, you already know it. I know all about them torrents now.
Yeah, for sure.
Pirate Bay me, baby.
Oh, you notice I'm not saying it.
Hey, look. I already know it. Been doing it for decades.
Yeah, that's the fact.
Come on, chat.
Yeah,
house in the house.
I got OKC as well.
Yeah, they're coming out aggressive, man. Everything has been in the paint with OKC so far, so they set that tone. Ooh, good block. Good shot, Siakam. They needed a bucket. That's their first field goal.
Okay, there you go. Gotta get a little something. Gotta see one go through.
You got to.
And you know what's the scary thing I'll say is if OKC can get going, get in the flow and the rhythm offensively without SGA having to do it all, Indiana is in big trouble. Because SGA,
I don't think SGA is taking a shot yet.
No, he hasn't. But that's what you want to do though. You want to get it going, and then he's gonna have to, and then put it in a position for him to bring it home.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that.
I mean, he's throwing an elbow and everything. Like he's running through him. Yeah, I mean, as a defender, I got a little right to some space now. Damn.
Right.
Over under on Siakam, 25 plus.
Over.
Yeah. Halliburton, 15.
Under
15.
Mm-hmm.
In a closeout game?
Yeah.
Good block.
That's a great block because SGA went straight to the rim. Hot knife through butter.
All right. This is the game we expected.
Okay,
SGA. Nasty work.
Yo, there's not a lot of players I can say. I don't know if it's poor modern defense or what. SGA splits double teams so easily.
He does.
He's really good with that.
Good bucket. Okay.
A lot of ball movement on that possession, though.
That's okay. Even though I saw quite a few lanes, but you know how I know Holly gonna pass out of those.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to strike. He's not trying to drive to the basket too fast.
Right.
Yeah, that's a travel. Yeah, pivot foot moved.
Yeah, got him right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know why that is? Because he's not strong enough. He can get moved off his pace.
Okay,
yeah, J-Fish, definitely have him getting the MVP if they finish it out tonight.
Pacers on a nice little run, fresh out of that timeout. 13-2 run. Up 3. Ooh, Jalen Williams.
Good take.
Yeah, that's a damn good take. Let's see. Nah, he's still sliding. That's what they're going to call. Still trying to move over and get set. Chad, who we think going to be the leading scorer in this game? Leading scorer. You fellas have SGA earning the MVP if they win? Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. I mean, if Jalen gives another 40 piece, then it's going to definitely go to Jalen.
Right.
Or even 35. If he gets 35 plus, then he can steal it. Because they're going to be like the last 2 games, he closed out with a 40 and a 35 piece. You know, they're going to give it to the hype. Okay, here go Megan's brother. In the game. Good shot, top end.
You know he has a name, right?
What's his name?
Megan.
Megan's brother. Yeah, I knew I said it right.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's time. Everything so far in the paint by OKC. Getting the easier buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Not really settling for any threes.
That's how you got to do it, though.
Ali Burton 0 for 4.
Easy stuff.
There go Megan's brother. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. That dude is a real
instant
hustler.
Offense.
Yeah. And active hands. He's like the definition of that.
Instant offense. 4 turnovers to OKC to Indiana's 0.
That'll be a difference maker.
What's that, baby? Ooh, man, look at my Lord and Savior. Woo!
I don't like Red Bull, man. I can't do it.
I like the way this Juneteenth was. Juneteenth. Jesus. Junebug one takes.
Oh, I could do like
Juneberry? Okay, there you go. Oh, we topping, boy. Don't think you're Steph now. You hit 1. That was crazy work. There you go, Holly. Indiana being aggressive, man. I love it. Indiana being aggressive. 24-17, Indy. They found their stroke from the 3-point line. OKC still, banging with everything inside, but it's the turnover so far that's killing them, man. So
right.
Definitely a start that you expect.
Rose jersey, I think he is.
Who?
Reggie Miller. He's wearing a Jalen Rose jersey.
I believe he is. You talking about the stripe one?
Yeah.
I would have to go back. This is my iPad, not even my computer, and I'm trying to do stuff. Oh no, I exited out the whole.
Oh, look at that! Home of the finals, Dream and Pat. That was a great one. That was an all-time great finals matchup right there. Mm.
Let me see. I know it was right here. Yeah, that was a Jalen Rose jersey.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. That was a Rose.
Can't be mad at that.
Stand for screen. Go live. There you go. Go live. This YouTube TV messing me up right now.
Is it? Why's that?
No, because I'm trying to get it to go back live, and I don't know how to get it back to live. There you go. I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
That's why, you know what? While we at break, I'm going to go ahead and download the app. It's probably because I'm in the browser, so everything I touch is just going to be sensitive.
Yeah, I always watch it in the browser on my computer. Obviously, I got the app on my TV, and on my phone, but that's something different.
That's what you need right there. You need you a nice coffee, nice little iced coffee.
I don't like coffee either, man.
Me either. Good call.
Yeah,
Never been I'm a tea person.
Well, I don't mind coffee. The issue is more so like if I drink a coffee, I put like too much sugar and creamers and all that in it, so it'd be like 1,000 calories. Yeah,
turn it into a dessert.
Exactly. So yeah,
they got a dessert with caffeine in it. That's all he's making it.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. No, that's cool.
So I find it very interesting how people are so excited for Michael Jordan as if he's going to do something incredible. I think obviously we're excited to hear what he has to say and to see how he is going to see what he's going to give to the NBA on NBC, huh?
Talk about LeBron.
No, see what he. Yeah, but I mean, what do they expect? What do they think he's going to come out and take shots? He's not going to do that. He's going to just say what he's going to say.
He's not, but you know that what they hyping up. The first game that Michael Jordan is commentating on about LeBron James is probably going to be the highest views you're going to see at that part of the season.
Yeah, but that's just it. Mike's not. He's commentating. From what I read, he's going to do like some pre-recorded and pre-produced like packages.
Man, bump that.
And yeah.
No, man, we want to hear you live, bro. No cuts, no takes, nothing, just straight up.
It'll be awesome, but I don't see it.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I need that.
Yeah, we're not going
to McConnell over there balling out.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't gain Michael Jordan anything to really be out there and have to tell the truth, right? Charles Barkley can get away with it, but if Michael Jordan does it, they're gonna say, "Oh, he just hating on LeBron," right? Because he think LeBron passed him. So there's no point in him even getting anywhere near that. He's not dumb.
So what you're saying is Jordan ain't finna be real about it. So he's finna be fake.
I think he's
not
what
you get on LeBron about being fake.
No, listen, I know he's not about to be stupid. I know that. I don't necessarily think he's gonna get out there and lie. We know one guy who has no problem with getting out there and lying. But
man, Jordan lied too.
What is it with you, man?
Because
yo,
they all lie.
the whataboutism?
If you cheat, you lie. Jordan cheats. Jordan be cheating. If you against his own teammates, that's what's crazy. His own teammates, he'll cheat. So if you can cheat, you can lie. So you lie, you cheat, you lie.
Yeah, but have you heard him lie though? We've heard LeBron lie.
We don't know about. We don't know the lies because they cover him up so good. There's no social media. Right. I'm telling you, bro, Michael Jordan would not survive. Like one of
them right now.
He will not survive if he played in this era.
Real talk. You know what he would do? He would take that out on the opposition on the floor. I truly believe that. It would be ugly what he would do to people.
He would not survive.
I think he would, but I think he'd be a total, like he was a total psycho then. I think he'd be worse now.
We think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, Megan McConnell is just out there just being scrappy, feisty, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, come on.
Do you think at some point, if this game gets a little bit away from OKC, they just kind of like subconsciously let go and say, we'll finish it at home in game 7?
Nah, not until like the fourth quarter.
Things like that happen.
Like 4 minutes, maybe. Like, because I mean, the NBA is a game of runs, right? You can easily come into the third quarter, top of the fourth quarter and go on a 10-0 run, right? And now you're back in the ball game, right? So even if you're up 20, no lead is freaking safe in this league, bro. It's truly not safe. You go on a nice little hot streak, clamp down on defense, boom, you're back in there. I mean, last game, Indiana came within 2. What happened? OKC put the clamps down. They were up 18. You know what I mean? The same quarter. So, it can happen, man.
It can.
And if I'm SGA, man, I'm the MVP. I'm not trying to see that. I'm not trying to be like, man, we'll mail it in and play it. Like, no, bro. Compete. Like until that clock hits 0, bro, we trying to put these guys out in Indiana.
Yeah, no, I get it. We try and celebrate on their floor. Caruso.
Okay. Just stopping and firing. All right.
Oh, don't want to let him get going.
Showing up, no.
That's not the one you want.
That was one of them Steph moments right there. But we just gonna stop and just put it in your eye real quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Obi Toppin thinks he's Steph.
He be airing that joint out, man.
He definitely lets it go.
Okay. That's a couple threes straight now. Seen a lot of ill-advised 3-point shooting.
Yeah, SGA struggling earlier. Now we got the captain at the free throw line.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now. But we got to grow up, man.
Yo, for sure.
We got to grow up. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I'm about to say, I cannot find this freaking bag. What's up, baby? Later, baby. You see what I'm doing? Thank you. SGA with that push off. Now that who mentioned it? I think it was Sneed.
Yeah, I
like
think so.
As I started paying something like that, he does do it. He does that push off quite often, and it just doesn't get called.
I think part of it is that, not saying it's right or wrong, but because he's a smaller guy, so you look at it and say, well, you don't feel like the push off makes that big of a difference. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, another turnover. SGA, yeah. What you doing, man?
That's a good hustle to get back on defense, though.
Yeah.
And one. Missed it.
SGA is really struggling earlier, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Indiana's like, look, anybody else, we are not going to let him beat us.
But I like it, man. Get to the free throw line, man. If you can't find your rhythm, get to the free throw line. Right. Let start see a couple of them go in. You'll fall into shape real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Up and look at that. He missed his first one. He's not in rhythm. Yeah, see, that's a push off.
I mean, he didn't even like extend the arm though. Like, how is that a push off? I didn't really see that.
Throwing your forearm at somebody?
Well, the defender was right there, right? So he didn't use the arm to make any space. Like, to be a push off, you got to extend that arm, and I didn't see that.
Good defense. Good defense.
Very good.
Okay, get a bucket here. You're only down 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're trying to get to that free throw line. This is an ISO play all day.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? He's one of the best ISO players in the league.
Bucket.
Damn.
What a bucket, man.
It's really amazing watching that dude split double teams. That's really impressive. I can't.
That was good. Yeah. That was damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up bucket. Who am I? Bucket.
MVP.
What's your name? Bucket.
With a Euro step too. I didn't even catch that.
Bucket.
I'm good. Edward, leave me alone, man. Damn.
Bucket.
I told you, man, I'm not that much older than you. Chill. This guy, man.
Hey, man, one thing that my brother go do, boy, that boy gonna clown.
Yeah.
That boy gonna clown.
He is definitely gonna do that. What up, Kyle?
All right, first quarter out the way, man. What's your take so far, everybody? What's your take so far? It's only down 3. Indiana's up. I believe everybody got OKC winning, don't we?
Yeah, I think Indiana did a good job, like kind of weathering that opening salvo.
Yeah,
I think they did a good job with that, and then to get back and take the lead. So that was impressive. That was a point where it could have gotten away from them very quickly, very early, but they didn't allow it to happen. So respect due for that. But I think both teams are playing pretty sloppy so far, honestly.
Yeah. OKC turn over the ball a lot.
A lot.
Indiana couldn't find their stroke early, pause.
Right.
When it came to the shot, but they started falling in rhythm, getting some turnovers, getting some buckets on the other end. But OKC, they got themselves together because they ended up down 8. So they were up 8, down 8. So a 16-point swing, but now brought it back within 3. Going into the second quarter, SGA, a couple of buckets down the stretch, got to the free throw line. So if you're Rick Carlisle, you're like, hey, anybody but him. Remember, anybody but him.
Anybody but him.
If he gets going, we got a problem. We're going to have a problem because now we're going to have to send help. And that boy Jalen Williams can do what he do like he did in the last game and take those one-on-ones.
Correct.
Bam. Oh, yeah, game's definitely within reach, Steve. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that, Steve. I can see that.
You know, I might go to
Superman
D-Box and watch
good.
Superman. Say it
To the
again.
what? I said this Superman movie looks good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the D-Box.
It's the D-Box.
Cinemax. So Cinemax has a D-Box area. So basically, it's almost like Universal dang there. It got the chair. It kind of like moves a little bit, and it got like the speakers and rumbling into it.
X. Yeah. The 40X.
The 40X.
Yeah, they call it 4DX. That's when you get like the chair moves and like you get they blow the breeze on you and they sprinkle water and all that.
Oh yeah.
That's 40.
Yeah.
Whenever me and Ben go see superhero movies, we always get 40X.
Dang, word. That's the. I mean, they ain't gonna splash no water up on you in the theater. They just gonna wet your popcorn. You gotta get your popcorn.
Nah, you like a little spritz. Like during water scenes, you feel a little. Yeah, you feel a little spritz on you. Yeah. Here you go, Steve. Nah, man, because Embiid, when he won the MVP, the regular season MVP, he earned that year. We want to go back and look at what Jokic has done since, and we want to look at what he did in that playoff run. Nah. Regular season MVP, he earned that.
Didn't he get bounced the first round that year?
Was
it the second round?
Second round, I believe.
Look at Megan O'Connell out there balling.
Yeah, you seeing the MVP starting to get a feel for the game now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, started off the quarter with a bucket.
Yeah, Megan McConnell definitely doing his thing.
Look at that. That spin be crazy from him. Like, but he be catching everybody with it. Spin move, one step, layup. Play. 6 turnovers to 0. Indiana up 3. Megan O'Connell, let's go. He's instant offense, man. I like this kid, bro.
The question is, like, how long can this continue, though, right? That's the question.
What, him being playing aggressive like that?
Yeah, and you know, scoring and doing all these things. Like, he's not a guy that I believe can carry a team. So
I mean, well, obviously you do it in spurts, right? You let him come in, get a good spurt, give him a rest, give him a blow for about 5 minutes, and you put Mathurin and Neesmith and Nembhard back in the game, and you lean on your defense a little bit, right? Let him get another breather, come back in, another 5, 8, 6 minutes, boom, and repeat the cycle, man. And obviously, it looks like it's working, right? He comes in the game and he's instant offense, right? So I know Rick Carlisle. He got the magic. I'm not gonna say the other part. It's not gonna flow well.
Nah, leave that alone.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen Miles Turner take one shot with inside the 3-point line.
Yeah, these dudes got to stop.
Okay, as soon as I say that. Oh, still.
Might as well have been a 3, you know.
Indiana with their first turnover, finally. Is this a game where SGA plays 40 minutes?
It should be. Why wouldn't you? It should be. This is a game you say, hey, go out there and finish it. That's okay. There you go.
That's OKC. Yeah. Step 2. Bang.
At this point, SGA, he gotta be selfish and just go out.
That was a little dream right there.
Okay, let's not go too far.
Shout out Dream.
No,
that was a little dream right there. What is that? A little dream?
That wasn't a little dream, man.
I said that was a little dream. Look at it. Look, watch this. This is not dream. Boom, hit, ball fake. Right back, up under, lay. That's dream.
I didn't see that.
That's a dream move, bro.
Nah.
That's a little dream, man. Come on. I'm not saying it is dream. It's just a little.
Oh, it's definitely not. But I mean, it looked good, you know. But still, I wouldn't even. Nah.
Steve, was that dream-esque? Answer that for me, Steve. That fake was that fake dream-esque? Little show, little ball. Boom. No, I'm pivoting back the other way. Lay.
Oh my gosh.
That was dream-esque. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Bruce just be hating, man. Get a man a little love. Just it was dream-esque, man. A little hit. Nah, I got it.
Nice move. Nice move, but yeah.
Who made that move famous, Bruce?
Look, man, it ain't nowhere near.
I'm not. See, you taking it too strongly, bro.
No,
you're taking it too strong. I just said a little dream. He had a little. Hey, what Power Aura say? It was a little nap. Took a little nap.
Nah, man, I'm not. Nope.
I just not caught that. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
He's like, it was a little nap. Say, it wasn't a dream, but a little nap. Did a little nap on him real quick. Come on, Bruce. Get a man some love.
No.
Do that man like that, bro. I'm pretty sure Dream, if Dream could tweet, man, probably would have tweeted like, "Oh man, that was nice right there, baby. That was nice. That was nice. Take a little nap, just like Bruce about to do if he close them eyes again."
I say, man, I need one myself, bro. Like I need one.
Need you to the ready, halfway.
Sure.
That boy out here hurting. I'm about to call up Q, man. Q, man, hop on, bro. This man is hurting. This man about to pass out. Need you to hop on, man. I need you to be the third wheel, bro. Let's keep this man awake. Keep that man talking.
Yeah, this vicious right here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
As if that move wasn't dream-esque, it was a power hour.
Wow.
It was a cat nap. It was a snooze.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was a snooze.
Can't do it.
Bruce don't be showing no love, man. If you say anything in comparison to the newer guys, anything in comparison to the older guys,
that's not true because Embiid, you can see a lot of Dream's work in Embiid's footwork and his moves. You can see a lot of that.
So if Embiid was to do that same move, it would be dream-esque.
I don't know about the same move. I don't know.
Now I'm talking about what Jalen Williams did.
Oh, it'll look more dream-esque. Yeah, I think
because he's taller. See, man, come on. See, he inadvertently said that Jalen Williams' move was dream-esque, guys. You see how I did that?
They say anything Transformer. I did not.
He said that because he a guard, man. It wasn't dream-esque because he's a guard. That's messed up.
That's right.
That's messed up, man.
If Kobe did it would be dream-esque, you know.
He's a guard.
You got to be a certain level of player to be able to have that analogy. What you think?
To pull one move, man, to say that was a dream-esque move. I didn't say he played like Dream.
I know, but to be able to be referenced in the same sentence with certain people, you have to be a certain level of player, I believe.
Well, who can we relate that to?
What I say? I said Embiid.
No, I'm saying like when Jalen did that, who do we reference that to? Like, man, that look. We ain't finna say that looked Embiid because if it looked Embiid, he wouldn't be on the floor. He'll be in street clothes. I'm like, yeah, that look Embiid-esque. In street clothes.
Yeah. Man, back to the game, man.
Man.
Insult my boy, man.
Try to insult nobody, man.
Uh-huh. Oh man. You know what I think about that, Steve? Are you referring to when Dream said Jokic over Embiid? I think that was like the last time they played against each other. And I don't know if Dream did that on purpose to kind of ramp up Embiid, because like Embiid sometimes just be seeming like he don't care. I don't know if he said that on purpose, because I think Embiid gave Jokic like 45 47 right after that comment. Yeah, he killed him. I said, yo.
He's like, man, that dude cannot guard me.
Not at all.
I'm going straight through him.
Not
and he went straight through him for 38 minutes that night. Just killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, he demolished him. That was terrible. I really have a feeling like Dream was trying to stoke the fire a little bit for Embiid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's my take. I could be wrong, though.
Like a little Shaq to Dwight Howard?
Yeah, a little something like that. That's right. That's right. I
just wanted to get you riled up, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, Hartenstein touched that last. Yeah, that's a good call, ref. That's 7 turnovers. Megan O'Connell with the same move, bro. They can't. Once that man gets 10 feet, he's shooting a fade, bro. He's shooting the fade. If he's straight at the basket, he's shooting the fade.
Right.
It's so pure, too, man. It's crazy.
No, he's
active
nice.
hands.
He's nice. Can't front on him.
Sets up the assist for Halliburton. Boy, look at Megan, dog.
Stupid, man.
Another turnover.
Wow.
Okay, see, don't let it get out. Don't get too out of character.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, he pushed him. I ain't gonna lie. I'm letting that go, bro. Come on, man. He's selling that.
Are you?
Ref, let them go. Let that go.
Okay.
Things get a little chippy. He sold that. He ain't even pushing that hard. Look at that. 10 feet. Fade. Bam. But I would hate to have to play Megan O'Connell in the LA Fitness.
Oh,
in a pickup game, bro. I would hate that, man.
Destroy everything. Yeah. Look like Jordan in a pickup game.
Bro.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 7-0 Pacers run up 41-33, led by Megan O'Connell. TJ, well, I've been calling man Megan this whole time. TJ O'Connell.
I thought you knew what you were doing.
Just so used to saying Megan.
I'm sure.
Nice little run, man. Up 8-0. I mean, not up 8-0, up 8 points.
8-0 run, yeah.
8-0 run. 7-0 run, but up 8. There you go. Bruce, can we call a truce on what Notre Dame been doing in recruiting? I'm hearing good things coming. What do you mean call a truce? Y'all both Notre Dame fans, right?
Yeah.
What's the truce for?
We talk about this all the time, but I'll say, I mean, they are doing good things in recruiting. I just kind of want to see where it all ends up. That's all. That's kind of more so what I'm waiting for.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
See here. Let me see.
Snoring again.
Say what now?
Is the dog snoring? I thought I heard her.
Yep, she's snoring.
There you go. I thought so.
Man, dog got sleep apnea, man. That girl, wow.
Yeah, that's vicious.
That girl, wow. So far, Indiana Pacers shooting 33% from 3, 6 for 18. Meanwhile, OKC shooting 14%, only 1 of 7 so far from the 3. Getting out rebounded 16-14 respectively for the Indiana Pacers. But what the biggest factor is the turnovers. OKC has 8 turnovers to Pennsylvania to Indiana's 1 turnover, scoring 9 points off of those turnovers after they sit up 8, man. So obviously we're seeing what the major cause of the lead is literally the turnovers, right? Literally the turnovers. OKC shooting a better field goal percentage in the entirety, 53.8%. Pacers only shooting 37.8. But if you give me the ball more, I get more attempts at the basket. I can take a lead. So
that's right. That's right.
If you're OKC, Bruce,
yes,
what do you tell your team at this point? Like, hey, we're shooting better.
Yeah.
But what?
I tell them that basically if we clean up the turnovers, we win this game going away. Because we see SGA getting back on track now. Just tell them to clean up the turnovers and stay calm. You know, they came back in not the last game, game 4. Yep. They came back in game 4, you know, after they were pretty much getting done up the whole way. They came back to win. So just tell them, hey, look, we know what we have to do. We know we're the better team. We're here to win a championship. Let's go get it. That's all.
Okay, liking it. 22 points in the paint, respectively, for OKC to 12 by Indiana. So that makes 22 out of the 33 that OKC have all been with inside the circle. So obviously, I mean, they're pounding at the rock, but like I said, the biggest bugaboo so far is the turnovers for OKC. TJ McConnell has really been a huge spark. I believe he already has 8 points, 4 for 6 shooting. I want to say he has 2 steals. That's major. That's major for these guys. They need that extra spark. Matter of fact, I think one of his assists went to Halliburton, who's supposed to be the superstar for the Indiana Pacers. 18 bench points to 3 for OKC. So obviously, OKC is definitely going to need some bench production.
That's big. But somebody's going to have to do something because they can't continue to rely on McConnell to be the guy. Like, yeah, he's playing remarkably well coming in off the bench. He's playing his role, but you can't keep relying on him.
I mean, so far, has it not worked?
Look, man, but he's a role player. You don't rely on role players to win you a chip.
Sometimes when you're hot, Bruce.
But you can't
if you got it going, you got it going. If you gonna continue cook, I'm gonna let you cook.
But again, you can't rely on that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay, that was turnover. Gotcha.
Yes, Need, I agree. You keep going to him, but what I'm saying is you can't rely on it. That's
turnover again by SGA. Look at that. TJ out rebound on Hartenstein, man. That boy is playing, man.
Damn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you. TJ O'Connell. I keep saying O'Connell. McConnell. He's everywhere, man. That is some surefire energy.
It is.
Look at that, getting the crowd involved. Like, come on. Getting scrappy.
Sneed, OKC is just not stupid though. Their team, they get to the rim, they shoot in the mid range. So, like, why try to throw up a bunch of threes if you don't need to? That's what I say.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, McConnell goes to the bench. 5:48 left. I think he's going to get about 4 or 5 minutes.
He's going to be over after this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to need the IVs and all that.
Those 8 points right now have been huge for Indiana in this run. The thing I wonder why Halliburton is in with a bad calf. Why is nobody trying to get the switch on him?
That's a good question. I would be attacking that thing every time down the floor.
Chad, what? That's just nasty work, Chet. See that, Chet? What's Jesus?
That's a bum. He's not a bum. He's low
Largest
budget.
lead of the series, up 12.
You are supposed to finish that though.
Yeah, you gotta finish that.
Yeah.
That was just right there. I mean, just ooped him. Look at that, just ooped him. Go get that. Fumbled it.
Pacers refuse to go away. That's just crazy.
That is. I think he has picked up a little weight, I believe, Steve. Just not a lot. He has to slowly pack it on. He was much skinnier than that when he first got in the league.
Yeah, he was terrible when he first came in the league.
Yeah. Then he was what? I think he was hurt last year or the year before?
SGA?
No, Chet.
Oh yeah, Chet. Yeah. Was last year's rookie year? Yeah, he was hurt last year.
He was hurt. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he got to slowly get big. He's not going to fill out that quick. That'll be damaging to his career. Oh, I thought that was not been that. Ooh, that should have been a foul. Refs missed one on that.
I thought last year was rookie year, Steve. 5 turnovers, 0 assists. That's tough. That is tough.
Damn, another big 3. Good timeout, coach. Right now, you got to wheel these boys in. Like, y'all are turning over the ball constantly. We can't keep turning over the rock.
No, they cannot.
These folks have scored 14 points off of our turnovers, and right now we got 10. Second quarter, we're double digits in turnovers.
Damn. Wow. OKC is Indiana, excuse me. They determined to stay alive. Look at Reggie.
Reggie hype.
Yeah. Reggie
Come on now.
Coach.
Hey, put me in, coach. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the fire from these guys, man. I mean, everybody's contributing, right? Everybody from Indiana is contributing from the bench production. Everybody is putting a hand in the fire, right? OKC looks like they're just trying to play through SGA and Jalen, and Indiana's like, okay, we're going to get all these guys involved. We're going to play with energy. We're going to play with pace. We're going to push the rock. We're getting some turnovers, so we're going to make instant offense every single time, and it's working. It's definitely working. OKC struggling from deep, 1 for 9 so far. Yeah. They can't buy one.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot buy one.
Half of the OKC's team needs to muscle up over the offseason. I just don't think that it's going to go that way. A lot of training staffs on these teams, they just don't do it like that.
Yeah. 9 field goal attempts in the second quarter to 17 by Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
They're just literally outpacing them.
Mm-hmm. Outpacing them. It's a good one.
I ain't even mean to do that either.
Yeah.
Look at that, sending 2 bodies Jalen's way.
That's what you got to do. You got to find ways to, slow down. You can't let it be 31-40 again.
Ooh, that was a phantom call. Oh, okay. They're calling a low. I wouldn't call it. Yeah, I don't call that. I think they thought it hit him in his arm. Yeah, nah, that's no call. That's no call there. I can see how the ref look because he's on the back, so it looks like, from his view, it looks like Miles Turner swiped him, and that's why the ref was like, "Okay, the ball's short."
Yeah, right.
I believe Rick Carlisle's challenging that, so he's going to win that challenge.
Right.
I think they're calling a swipe, Sneed. I don't think they're calling the feet under him. I mean, I also don't have my volume on, so you probably heard it, but I think they were calling for the swipe.
That's probably true.
What's going on here?
Some formula racing.
Casamigos.
Are you looking at the dog commercial? Yeah. Yeah, he killed a made man over calling it dog food. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
The Fresh Pack commercial? The dog food joint?
I was talking about the Casamigos commercial. Commercial you talking about?
Okay. The one with the dog food with the mobsters.
Oh, I smooth missed that commercial.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what Casamigos is. I wouldn't know.
It's not that serious. Why so serious? Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And then by the time Hartenstein landed, I mean, Miles Turner's foot was well out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
they also did a pretty poor job by dismantling that Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Mike Breen team and bringing in this one. This one sucks.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry, I was trying to get up. Listen in. What'd you say?
Oh, you speaking to me? I'm sorry. I'm man. Look, I'm hurting. No, I don't. Man, look, I don't even know what I said now. I seriously don't remember. Oh yes, I said that. The commentators, they did a terrible job when they broke up. Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy, because that was a really good team right there.
Really good insight on the game too.
Mm-hmm. Now you got this Richard Jefferson and Doris Burke. Like, come on, man.
Bang, bang.
He is good with that one.
Yeah, he's good with that one.
Yeah, he's definitely good. Yeah.
All right, SGA, show me something.
Mike Breen is great, but I'll take Mark Jackson though. Not Mark Jackson. What's my Marv Albert? Yes. I love that. That's so iconic.
Look at that, 1 for 10. Them boys cannot buy a 3 and 1. They cannot buy a 3.
I think I'm like a couple seconds behind you.
Couple seconds?
Mm-hmm.
What you looking at right now?
He just missed a 3. I'm at 346 right now. Hartenstein back down the floor.
Are you not live?
I'm live. Oh, you know what? Something happened.
I'm way ahead of you.
All right. What's your marker right now?
Neesmith's at the free throw line.
Okay. Yeah, they're showing the replay right now.
Okay, Danny, you're right. You
Okay.
just shot it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 17-2 run. And Indy can be running away with this one. The largest lead of the series for those guys. Now, if you OKC, man, stay put. Stay close. Keep it close. Because guess what? You did this to them in game 1.
That's right.
You thought it was out the door. And they made that run in that third quarter and in that fourth quarter. And then they hit the buzzer beater. Can you return the favor? Can you return the favor? Ooh, good bucket.
Oh, man.
SGA.
SGA is just a bad man.
He really is, man.
So deadly in the mid-range, man. Oh, my gosh.
Then he knows how to get to his spots, man. Elevate. The touch is there. Okay, Holly. What the hell?
Big shot. Big shot.
Chad, how did you? That 3 got to be quicker.
Wow.
He needs to find a quicker release. That 3 is way too slow for a 7-footer.
Well, I don't think it's just slow. I think it's I think it's not just slow. It's that he doesn't have high arc on his jump shot. Right. Watch the next time he gets one off, and it's not greatly contested. Right. It's a real line drive jumper. So think about it. Like if he had a jumper that had a lot of arc, that's why at 7 foot you almost never saw Dirk get blocked, right? Because he put a ton of arc on his jump shot.
Dirk throwing it in the rafters.
Correct.
Then it just floats down.
Right. So that's why. Right. That's why. That's why you see Chet Holmgren missing a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that serious, man. It's super early.
I'm sorry. Getting blocked more than he should. Yeah, it's definitely super early. If we know anything, the way OKC can strap down defensively, they can get right back in this game in the second half. So.
Down 19, not a good look. These last 2 minutes, OKC can if they can close this gap a little bit, have a little bit of momentum going into the third quarter, then you got a different ball game.
Well, remember
just like that, and one.
Right. Back in the days when Doug Collins used to be on the call for NBA on NBC. Wow, good take. He always used to talk about him and Hubie Brown. They always used to talk about closing quarters and closing halves, right?
Yep.
And so if you can do that, you get the momentum going into the break, and that's always what you want.
Did he roll his ankle?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's funny.
19 bench points to 3. Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
That song is crazy. Such a mean track. I wonder who did that production. Man, that calf looks like it's all right about now.
Yeah, sure enough is.
Yeah.
Looking like you're going to be wrong when that over under.
Right. I know. So we didn't, nobody thought Indiana was going to roll over, but did we see this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
OKC is just fumbling the rock. They can't.
Yeah. They can't get anything going.
Can't get anything going offensively. Down 18. You want to close it to 14. Try to get it to 14. Wow. Come on, what the Holly?
But the officials.
Good pass.
Let me see.
Nasty.
Wow.
Nasty. That's a backbreaker right there.
Yeah, then he finished it with the pipe. Wow.
With the pipe.
Yikes.
With the fancy passing with the pipe.
Okay, let's not get out of hand, but it was an incredible pass.
I mean, just the fancy I didn't say magic, but I just said
You better not be saying that. Don't disrespect number 2 all time. Don't do that.
Oh, man, just a little
No.
Boy, if the Pacers can get a bucket right here.
Yeah, man.
We're spelling in the danger zone. Fade and bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It's ugly. It's getting ugly. Down 22. It's all about them last 2 minutes, and Indiana took advantage of those last 2 minutes.
They got it right at the butt. That's wow. Oof.
Oh my gosh. What a run.
Look at Reggie.
Hey, meta real piece. Hey, come on now.
Wow, Reggie, yeah.
All right. So we're at halftime, guys. Indiana's up 64. My bad, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that's Meta Sanford Artest.
Oh, my bad. Look at it. Little spin.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, it was great though. That was tough. And then the finish.
The pipe was the boy. That was the cherry on top.
Vicious.
Nice,
Reggie. Oh my gosh.
All right, Indiana's up 64-42, 22-point lead. So far, OKC, nobody other than Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is deciding to contribute to the score sheet. Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein both combined have 8 points. Both of them have 4. Dort has no points so far. No steals, no nothing. Wow, this is a fun fact.
What's up?
OKC doesn't have not one steal.
That's crazy. They're one of the best perimeter defensive teams like in the last 10 years.
They don't have one steal in the entire half.
Look,
only
man.
3 assists in the entire half.
shout out to Rick Carlisle. Shout out to what the Pacers are doing out there. They are running around playing like their hair's on fire. Megan McConnell's doing TJ McConnell's doing his
on
thing.
fire.
Yes. So I mean, look, they are playing like a team that's not ready to go home. That's all it is.
No, that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that, the entire OKC team has as many as assists as TJ McConnell.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The entire OKC team has as many as assists as TJ McConnell. The entire OKC team has less steals than TJ McConnell. OKC's bench, with the combine of 3 starters, are only outscoring TJ McConnell by 3 points. So 3 starters plus a bench guy are only outpacing TJ McConnell by 3 points. That's not good. That's not good at all. The lowest plus minus on the OKC is Jalen Williams, who's minus 25 right now.
Wow.
Jeez,
this is totally unexpected. Totally unexpected.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Snead. They're definitely taking care of the ball. Right. Indiana only has 2 turnovers to OKC's 12. That's a flip. OKC's better lead defense. Right now, everything's going wrong for OKC. Defensively, they can't get stops. They're turning over the rock. Right. And no other than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams can score. Yep. Nobody can score.
Right.
Yeah, OKC has played
but that's
5 guys in rotation off the bench and only 3 points.
Right. The plus here is that if you're OKC, it can't get any worse. You just need to clean it up. It can't get any worse than this. Yeah.
Yeah. That was an awful half.
Yeah, it was. It's not that serious. I'm going to humor your question here. Since it's halftime. I mean, there's only one correct answer for this.
Magic Johnson.
You don't need to respond to it. There's only one answer. No. In all seriousness, there's no legitimate argument for anything else. There's only one answer.
Yeah, that's Magic.
Go ahead, tell them who it is, Johnson. Tell them. There's
Magic Irvin Johnson.
Okay. Just okay.
Who's y'all number 1 point guard of all time? Why is that a question?
No, in all seriousness, I don't even know how you could make a real argument for anyone else.
It's Mr. He.
Yeah.
Mr. He.
I mean, the argument clearly starts at number 2, right? Which, I mean, I have my thoughts on that. I'm sure some different people do, but I can't imagine anybody even trying to make an argument for it. Like, how would you? I'm seriously sitting here. Like, how would you do that? How would you make an argument for anyone else at that position?
Point guard. Nobody really comes close.
Saying, like, how do you? Thank you.
Nobody comes close. Isaiah Thomas is probably as close as you can get. Mm-hmm. I know people gonna say Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not a point guard. He's a 2.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's a 2 guard.
Yeah.
He's just positioned at the 1. But I mean, other than Magic, who else you got? Right.
Right. For number 1, like I said, the argument starts at number 2. And for me, there's not even an argument.
I don't think there's really an argument for number 2.
Who's your number 2?
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Okay.
I mean, number 3 is honestly where you can start a conversation.
Yeah.
Your Jason Kidd, your Stocktons, Gary Payton.
Some might say Oscar Robertson. Some might say
Robinson. That's a good one. Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, you can make some arguments there, but
yeah.
I mean, Magic 1, Isaiah Thomas 2.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I mean,
I got Stockton 3, Kidd 4, and then Gary Payton 5.
I'm not mad at that.
That's my 5.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
But Steph, people want to say Steph is just, he's not a 1. He's a 1 in the modern NBA. But when you say point guard, I'm thinking point guard. Not
a true point guard.
Yeah.
Right.
Dre is their point forward. He's more of the facilitator who's running the guard. I mean, the guard position than Steph Curry. So to me, Steph is definitely a 2. Russ don't get no respect. Just not with those guys.
No.
Yeah. No. Russ is more of a 2 masquerading as a 1. He plays like a 2.
Yeah. Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I probably don't even have Russ as a top 10 point guard. I would have to go examine further the second half of that list, but he's definitely not top 5. He may not be top 10.
Yeah, I'm not putting Russ over Stockton, Kidd, Chris, Gary Payton. I'm not putting him over none of them guys.
Right.
Damn sure no Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas. That's just for sure 1 and 2. Right. After that, like I said, 3, 4. Okay, I'll entertain you with your synopsis, but yeah. Russ played shooting guard in college. Like he's a 2. He just plays 1.
Shooting guard at UCLA. Okay. Okay.
See, I like that, Steve. I'm not mad at that.
Magic.
Nash is one. I forgot Nash. Nash is one hell of a point guard.
No, I can't put. Here's Steve again. Steve Nash didn't defend. He cannot get into that top 5. He didn't play defense.
He got 2 MVPs.
How do you just absolve dudes who don't defend? That's interesting to me.
The MVPs?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. You can't be a top 5 guy at your position if you only play one way. You just can't. For me, you just can't.
2 MVPs? We don't count MVPs?
He stole them. He stole one from Timmy. He stole one from Kobe.
Oh. Okay.
Well, you agree or disagree?
Oh, I know he stole it from Kobe.
Okay. And he stole
Everybody know who Kobe. Everybody was scared of Kobe. Nobody's scared of Nash.
Right. Exactly. It's not that serious. The glove over Nash. Exactly. Right. Because he could score, he could pass, and he could lock you down defensively. Like completely shut you down. So yeah, I got way more respect for that. Yeah, cause some people
I will put LaMelo Ball up there.
Yeah,
LaMelo top 5. Absolutely, LaMelo, the truth, man. Shout out to the YNs in the chat. YNs, man, stand up.
Okay. LeBron said Nash is the what? Okay. You got me, Steve. I was bugging out.
I was like what? Like he's never said that. Like, wait, he said the GOAT. He was a great player, but damn.
Oh man. Steve had me messed up for me. I was like, what?
Like, yeah. Then I saw the rest of it. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. You got to continue reading.
Edward.
He's stumpy.
Edward, please do your history. Please. Magic has 3 MVPs. Please. What? Oh my gosh. Oh, killing me.
Magic.
Thank you.
Johnson.
You know what? Hey, Transformer, do me a solid, man. You need to put together a block of instruction for your brother and help him. This dude gets on here and says some wild stuff sometimes. For real.
Like it's Magic.
You need to go NCO mode,
Johnson.
Yeah, get the PowerPoint together, sit him down. Yeah, that was terrible. Did you say besides Magic?
No, he said besides Steve Nash.
Right. What's up, Edward? What's going on, man?
Hey, yo, look here, bro. I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear me crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
I did not. I asked a question besides Magic.
No,
who else?
You didn't put that in there.
Okay.
You said it out loud in your brain, but you didn't say it on the chat.
Okay, y'all. Okay, let me apologize for that. Okay, I said let me apologize because I don't need y'all to. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, man. Like, hey, y'all. I don't like this now. Y'all trying to, especially you.
But you see how we got there.
You already giving me the Pops vibes. You falling asleep and all. I need you to wake up, man. Drink a Red Bull or something.
I'm all right. Don't worry about it. I'm good now. I'm good.
You sure you good?
Yeah, man. I got the injection, man. But my viewers just keeping me live, man. I got the injection. Pause.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Ooh, in slow motion. It's just and it's like Jalen Williams' body broke.
Okay.
Oh,
all right, man. But my fault, bro. You know, I thought I did put that in there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm calling it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said,
yes.
Now I know you said that he stole the MVPs from Kobe and everything like that, but hey, he got 2 MVPs. Bruce. No, I'm sorry, man. He got 2. He should be in at least top 10.
Okay, he can be top 10.
Yeah, he's definitely top 10.
Why do y'all not listen to me when I'm talking? I said you can't be in my top 5 if you don't defend. That's what I said, right? Then you come on here talking about he should be top 10. You gotta listen when I talk, brother. You gotta listen.
Okay, bro.
I appreciate that.
Hey, God rest.
Thank you.
Was Magic a good defender? I mean, the man was 6'8", playing point guards.
Well, he was a solid defender. He wasn't locked down. He was solid. Let's see. Steve says basically MVPs matter when Bruce agrees with them, like Joel. Joel had a better regular season that year than Jokic, but that's fine. MVPs don't matter when he doesn't agree, like Jokic and Nash. No, Steve, it's not about what I agree with or don't agree with. I'm asking, how do you just blatantly ignore the fact that some of these guys don't defend? Like, why are you okay with that? That's all I'm asking. Why are you good with that? To be called the MVP of the league, and you come on, man. Nah, I can't. Nah. You're funny dude. Oh man. No, but in all seriousness, like nobody's saying Magic was locked down, but Magic at least attempted to defend. Can we say that about Nash? No. Can we say that about Jokic? No.
I mean, Steve Nash couldn't defend. There's a difference.
I don't think he didn't even try though. He didn't try. What's up, Steve? What's going on, man?
I just figure it's easier to call.
Go for it.
What up, Bruce? What up, Twizzler? Shout out. I don't disagree with you on your premise on, like, in your opinion, the top 5, you know, you can't have somebody in there that's not a defender. And I'm not even a Steve Nash fan, but where I get, like, when you say I'm like dismiss defending on the guys I'm advocating for, I concede all the time that Jokic is not a great defender. I concede that Nash isn't a great defender. But where you put this emphasis on their lack of defense, it's like you totally ignore the fact that they're amazing at every other metric. Like, I get it. I would have given Kobe the MVP over Nash. What would have been 07? 06, 07,
06.
Sorry. Like, I would probably even agree with that. But the fact of the matter is the man has 2 MVPs. Okay. Like, he's definitely in conversation for top 5 potential. That's why I have him at 5. Like, if I didn't have Nash, I would go with probably Gary Payton. I agree with you. But this idea that, like, I'm just favoring guys that don't play defense, but it's like they make up for it with, like, Jokic has proven he's made up for it. He's led a team to a championship.
I get that. For me, I just
so
don't.
It's like
I
you
don't
are
think you
so
can
worried
make
about
up for only playing one side of the ball, though, Steve. I just.
But here's the thing: did it lead to Jokic leading a team to a championship and winning Finals MVP? Being the best player on his team, leading them to the ultimate goal.
He did that, and I cannot take away from it.
So if I grant that he sucks on defense and he cannot get above the rim, can you grant that it's like he's done what other greats have done and achieved and deserves some respect for that?
So yes, I can. But as we've discussed previously as well, though, I think a huge part of that is the fact of, while he is an outstanding offensive player, I can't argue that. There's a whole lot to be said about the fact that, like I always say, he doesn't have to spend any energy on defense, and there's not really any other quality bigs he's going to have to deal with pretty much through the entire Western Conference before he even gets to the finals. And then,
okay. Is Chet a bum? I called him a bum. You say no.
No, I don't think he's a bum.
Is Sengun a bum?
No.
Sengun's nice.
Is Sabonis a bum?
No.
He's solid.
Is Anthony Davis a bum?
No.
Absolutely.
But none of those guys
are
5.
So this narrative that you're saying, though, in comparison to the 90s, I agree with you. But you just admitted that he's not playing against bad centers. In comparison to the 90s, which you have a bias, and I obviously have a bias with the 90s as well. But you can't sit here and say he's not playing competition.
Well, AD is not. He's not a 5, right? So that's not the primary matchup, right?
He plays the 5.
Swept the Lakers with AD, and then gentlemen swept them with AD.
Was that the matchup though?
AD was playing the 5.
No. I'm asking if that was the matchup.
AD was playing the 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He was cooking AD.
Okay.
AD couldn't do nothing with it.
I'm not trying. Listen, I agree with you on the flaws that you point on guys like Nash and stuff like this. But because Nash and like Jokic aren't premier defenders, they're not. But to say that it's like they're not playing one side of the ball, I think it's a bit disingenuous too. They're playing in systems. They're leading a system. Like, I don't think Nash should have gotten MVP over Kobe. I totally agree with that. But we can't sit here and pretend he did not run the West and have the best record in the West for 2 or 3 years in the regular season. And it is a regular season award.
Right. It is.
So it's like the guy was putting up freak numbers in the West at the time. They were scoring like 130 a game in Phoenix, or 125 a game.
They were scoring a lot. They were scoring a lot.
It was pretty crazy. So it's like, I agree with you, but nobody on that Suns team played defense, and that was the system that allowed them to flourish.
Right.
Now, it didn't equate to a championship. Jokic's did equate to a championship. That's why I argue hard for Jokic.
Okay.
But it's not that I'll dismiss guys for not playing defense, because I will concede that. Like, they're not great defenders. But I can't just use that as a metric where it's like, I'm going to dismiss multiple MVPs on both a guy's account, and I'm going to dismiss Jokic's championship, for guys that the only reason I'm bringing up Jokic is because it's guys I'm advocating for, because the claim is that I dismiss defense.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Steve.
Go ahead.
Valid points you bring up. Okay. I'm not going to argue that, but let's just go down the line here. So I'm going to assume that you're not going to, I'm going to assume if you have Magic and Steve Nash, I'm going to assume you're taking Magic, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Magic's my number 1.
Okay.
I have Nash at 5.
Okay. So
I don't know if you remember the list.
So we have I'm going with my 5 right now. So Isaiah Thomas. I assume Isaiah Thomas and Steve Nash. You would take Isaiah Thomas?
Of course. He's my number 2. Yeah.
Okay. So Steve Nash and John Stockton. Who do you have there?
Oh, Stockton.
Okay, so
I had him, I think, 4. Okay. I think I had him at 4. I had Kidd at 3.
Okay. So then by your own admission, you have Jason Kidd also ahead of Steve Nash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 guys here. So where we start to digress is you have Steve Nash ahead of Gary Payton?
Yeah, I would go 5, 6. Yeah, I would go 5 Nash, then probably Gary 6.
What puts Steve Nash ahead of Gary Payton for you?
I have to give the regular season accolade. Statistically speaking, I would grant that Gary Payton has the defensive numbers. Offensively speaking, in accolades, I'd have to go with Nash.
Well, you say offensively speaking, right? But even though he was elite 50, 40, 90 guy, Steve Nash, so credit due there. But Gary Payton's the better scorer, right? Okay, Gary Payton scored more. Let's say that.
Whoa! I can't agree with that completely. I think Gary Payton could score.
Well,
but I don't think he's a better scorer than Nash.
So let's say if you look at their peak scoring seasons, if you look at their peak scoring seasons, Gary Payton was clearly well ahead, right, of Steve Nash.
When you say peak scoring, you're talking about their best individual season.
Yeah, their high scoring seasons, yes.
What's their career scoring average? I can't just cherry pick one season versus the other.
All right, let's do that.
The body of work, if we're talking totality, because it seems like a totality metric. Average-wise, I would assume it's Nash, but I'm not positive.
I don't know.
I think Nash was very consistent until he became a Laker. Like around 17, 18, probably for his career.
Yeah, I think both of them fell off towards the end.
Yeah, because they both played a long time.
Right,
so like the last maybe four seasons, they did fall off a bit.
So Gary Payton, 16 a game for his career.
Nobody has scored.
And and Steve Nash, 14 for his career. So
Steve Nash only averaged 14 points a game for his career.
Yeah, that's Stockton.
Yeah, them last couple of years is what throws him off.
Right.
That's what threw him off because man, when he was winning MVP, he was definitely 25 a night.
Right. Well, no, I don't think he ever got there.
I think it was like when he won MVP, it was like 19 points a game.
Yeah, his highest is
really.
Yeah, the first.
Maybe I'm inflating I'm inflating.
Yeah. He won the first MVP at 15 and a half a game, but 11 and a half assists. He won the second MVP at 19 a game, 10 and a half assists. Right. But when I was saying that Gary Payton's the better scorer, and I should say scored more, not the better scorer, because that 50, 40, 90 is real. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But
Nash was a bucket when he needed it.
Yeah, Gary Payton's peak scoring season, he averaged 24 and 9 assists. So he wasn't quite the distributor, but he also didn't play in that run and gun system that was allowing you to.
Mike D'Antoni
yeah, I would agree with that. Right. I would agree with that.
So that's why I put GP ahead of him, because he could pass, obviously at a very high level. He could score, and he obviously we know all-time great defender, right? So that's why I put him ahead of Steve Nash. I get what you're saying about the MVPs, but those don't impress me that much because at the end of the day, he got them, but I think they're both. So stolen.
What is your standard? So this is why I brought up. What is your standard for MVP? When does an MVP matter?
No, it's not when it does or doesn't matter. When you
try to degrade the MVP to boost your boy up, sounding LeBron-esque.
From my perspective, hearing the way you discuss some of these things, it sounds like you will resort to MVPs mattering when you agree with them.
Sounding real LeBron-esque.
From my perspective, that's how it sounds. That's all I'm saying.
I respect that you hear it that way. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say.
I know you know ball. I know you know ball. We talk too much. You know, I know. Right. I'm not discrediting you.
No. I got
in the engagement of when we're talking about meritocracy, it seems like sometimes MVPs matter and then sometimes they don't. But when you agree with them, they matter. But when you don't, then it doesn't matter.
That's a great.
We'll dismiss Jokic's and Nash's MVPs when it, but it's like somebody like Embiid that year it matters.
So I don't. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know that I've ever dismissed Jokic's MVPs. I don't have Jokic where a lot of people have him, and we've talked about that. I don't think that I dismiss.
Which I agree. I want to say on air.
We
talked. Yeah, I want to say on air, which we've talked. I agree with your grievances in your pushback on Jokic.
Right.
We talked. Like I don't want to sit here and act like because I do think you have very good. There's merit to your criticisms. Absolutely. So I don't want to make it sound like I just think you're hating. I do think a lot of you say on Jokic. Because I agree, when we apply the 90 standard, I don't look at him as the 90 center. That's why I think we talked before. Like I think he'd be a power forward in the 90s. I don't think he'd be a center.
That would be interesting to see. I
think because you have. I don't want to take up too much time. So if I'm going too long, cut me off, bro. I don't want to take up. It's your show.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
The only reason I say that is because in the 90s, you played two big men. Yes, one was the technical power forward, but you had no problem rolling out two guys 6'9", 6'10 plus. Where the deficiencies Jokic has, his lack of anchoring a defense would be the compensation would be a true center playing with him. So, like in today's era, yes, it's like he is a center by default. In the 90s, I think you could play him at the 4 and he would still be effective, not as effective.
Right.
He'd be effective as a 4 in the 90s because he would not have to do the tradition. He wouldn't have to play traditional center. They would have a legit rim protector, an anchor of the defense playing alongside him. That's why I say, like, it's hard for me to just compare him to 90 center because I don't look at him as a true 90 center. I think he'd be playing the 4. He's like 6'11"-ish. He'd be like I'm not calling him Tim Duncan, but I'd be like, he'd be like the Tim Duncan to the David Robinson.
That's interesting.
Where it's like you could play him at the 4.
So here's the question though. If you, so we're looking at what Jokic would be back then. How effective do you think Jokic is if you're taking the ball out of his hands and not letting him run point? I don't think he'd be nearly the same player. And that's another thing I think that we have to take into account when we look at this.
We can't. It's a different time of basketball, bro.
But
you can't take things away from him that we've seen.
Oh, sorry, Twig. Go ahead.
My bad. I didn't know you were talking, Steve. I must have been talking over you. My bad.
No, I didn't either. I didn't hear you at first. The only reason, like, yes, he wouldn't dribble the ball up the floor, but if you watch him now, like, he gets away with it. But that's not what he's limited to. In that time, you played inside out. Mm-hmm. Am I not to believe that he cannot run the offense from the post or the high post, which he does now?
I believe he could.
Yes, he wouldn't dribble the ball up, but it's not like he's not going to get the ball in his hands in the high or the low post. And he's such a dynamic passer, he could still run offense that way. It wouldn't be, because of that era, it wouldn't look like what we see now. That I totally grant you. But it's like, do I not still think he could get his 7.5 assists average in the 90s? I think he could do it.
Exactly.
With all the cutters and the mid-range and setting up, I still think you could start your offense with him at the high. I mean, they played inside out. So it's like maybe it wouldn't go to the center. You might have to set something up where it's like, well, he's going to play the low post offense where we're going to run it through Jokic at the 4 instead of maybe throwing it into like a Ewing at the 5, something like that we're used to. But I don't think it would look the same. That I definitely agree with.
Right.
But I do think he could be effective, not to what we see today.
Right.
But I don't think his lack of athletic ability really, I don't think that takes away. Like, he is so skilled, though. That's the thing. And granted, that time you didn't let the big men's skills flourish. It was more about dominance.
Right.
But I still think he could be effective. Not to the level of what we see now. He's not winning MVPs in the 90s.
Right.
I have no problem admitting that. I don't think he's an all-star in the 90s. Like, maybe he'd be to an all-star game a couple times at best, but he's not a perennial all-star.
So if we can acknowledge that, why are so many people so good with putting him in this super high-level historical position?
Yeah. Well, people are out of pocket. We know people are stupid. And mainstream media, like, you hear someone like Colin Cowherd saying, like, I've never seen a better offensive player than Jokic.
Yeah,
it's
like, come on, are you serious?
Yeah, dude, like, you're clip farming or whatever. Like, you're just trying to get, that's the dumbest shit ever. Like,
Cowherd's he's a can I be down guy, definitely.
Yeah. So I would agree, like, just like we have the Braun sexuals on ESPN, like, no one believes y'all. No one believes you. So it's like some of these narratives that get pushed around, we know they're manufactured. It's like propaganda. So I get it. So I get it because we both agree, like, on the LeBron propaganda. So it's like those things are out there, but people who know ball, not many people who know ball are calling Jokic a top 5 player all time or top 10 player all time. Like, anybody who has any wit to basketball that you trust in. And I'd agree, like, you have to outsource those voices now because the mainstream doesn't platform those people with common sense anymore. Now you just have women and people who want attention. It's why would we take these people's opinions into serious consideration? But even like me, I'm a Jokic guy. I would never call him a top 10 all-time player. He's not even in the discussion yet. Like, it's not even close. You can't argue that. Like, I can't in good faith argue that, even though I enjoy watching guys play. So,
yeah, no, I get it. It's just, that's more, I think, probably why I push back so heavily when it comes to the Jokic thing, because I think it's so disrespectful where he gets placed when you hear people talk about him. And I'm like, are we freaking serious?
But I'm not going to say this, like, you're not replacing Jokic with Embiid as far as this mainstream narrative is with Jokic.
No.
But what I will say is you'll give Joel his due. Now, recently you've been pushing back. I get that.
I have to. But you can't even get on the damn court.
That's what I mean. So it's like, how are you going to use, like, at least Jokic does what he does in the West. Who is Embiid when he is healthy? Who is his competition in the East?
Nobody.
Fair. Yeah.
And nobody. Like
he's a man amongst boys over there.
Walking, maybe Bam. Like I wouldn't even give Bam. You know what I mean?
Bam is a 4. He's not really a 5.
I agree. I think Bam in the 90s would have to be a 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's able to get away with it because of today's day. So it's like,
that dude
I
is
agree
so
with
overrated.
you. When Embiid's healthy, he is a dog. But it's like the same arguments you use on Jokic, you have to apply to Embiid.
That's fair. No argument. That's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think we agree. I think ultimately we do agree.
I think so. Yeah, I think we do. I think we probably approach it from different angles.
Yeah, I'm not knocking you for having GP at 5 on your point guard list. I choose Nash. Maybe a little bit more biased where I watched a little bit more of him because of my age. Now I got to watch Gary towards the end a lot more. But I remember watching the Suns, man. That was you tuned in. That was the only way you could watch at 10 o'clock was get the Suns games at 10. Because they were on national television quite a bit. It was like, man, it's run and gun. You know this game's going to be like in the 80s at halftime. You just didn't see that. But yeah, I only called in because he was pressing me on my lack of defense. He pressed me. I had to call in, defend myself. Anyway, I don't want to take up your time, man. I know you got a stream going. I didn't mean to prattle on too much.
Oh, man, we appreciate you, Steve, man. Hey, way to stick up for my man Steve Nash and Jokic, man. Put that man Bruce in his place. He was sounding very LeBron-esque. Sounding very LeBron-esque when it came to his take on the MVP.
Now, hold up now. Twizzler. Come on now, man. We was getting along. What are you doing to me? I didn't disagree with you once, bro.
So Steve, I let you talk for a smooth 10 minutes. You missed the entire show earlier. All right, you missed the entire show earlier where we was having this exact same conversation about LeBron, about how he's devaluing the rings now, and now Bruce is devaluing the MVP because he doesn't play defense the way Bruce wants him to. That sounds pretty accurate.
Well, hold up. It's different when the player's devaluing the rings. Like, I think that's different. I don't know the full context. I have to go back and watch.
Go back. It was a great show, man. It was a great show.
I was going to say it's different when the guy's competing for the rings and he's trying to, like, diminish its merit versus, like, us shooting the shit talking about one player versus another and comparing their meritocracy, if that makes sense.
I hear you. But it's
like
still the same.
LeBron's in the midst in wanting to be considered the GOAT, and now he's going to diminish one of the accolades that actually determine what is the GOAT. That's like insider trading. Like, you're invested in this, bro. You don't get to decide when rings matter or not. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, me and Bruce are just bros bullshitting about why we think so and so a top 5 or like why a center would be good now versus then. Like, all right, here we go. I officially disagree with you, Twizzler. Like, it happened. Like,
what I do?
And I don't know. I feel like the way you framed that, I don't think it's the same as LeBron diminishing titles.
It is. I already got approval from the main man, Sneed. All right, Sneed was like, "Yep, no, that does sound very LeBron-esque."
Wow.
Tell him, Sneed. Tell him he got to go back and listen to it, man. I was like, I'm listening. I'm like, that sounds like what LeBron. What we was just talking about LeBron.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
I wasn't the one saying
I'm definitely going to listen to this.
Hold up. Just on record, I wasn't the one diminishing the MVP.
No, not you. I'm talking about Bruce.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about Bruce.
You out of this one, bro.
All good, Steve. All good.
I ain't trying to leave you hanging, my guy, but I can't argue this one for you.
All good, Steve.
Yeah, I'm talking about Bruce because he was like, "Oh, now the MVP." Like, yeah, he got 2 MVPs, and when you said it, he was like, "No, they don't wait a second." I'm like, "Oh, whoa, them MVPs don't matter now."
Transformer, you agreed with me that he stole those MVPs,
but he got them.
Yeah, but if we know they're dirty,
know they dirty.
We know they dirty.
Oh man, they hot. They're hot.
That's some hot MVPs right there. We know
those MVPs out the trunk somewhere on the corner, man. Come on, man. That's not the real
they still
thing.
got the tags on them, bro. They're hot.
You can't just get these
MVPs. They said we know they dirty.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Like he went and stole them. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to pay for these MVPs.
I will say this: I retract my disagreement with you, Twizzler. I retract because for some reason the way it was framed, I thought it was like I was diminishing that.
No, not you. No, I was defending you.
Yeah, I got you. I officially apologize. I retract my disagreement. I will save it for another stream. That I promise you, I will save it for a later date. I will call in and I will disagree with you later. But today, we're good. We're gravy, bro.
All love, Sneed. All love. That man said them jokes was dirty, bro. We know they dirty.
They know they're dirty.
Definitely dirty, man.
All right, so I'm going to hop off here and get back on this game. I'll be in the chat.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Blessings.
Blessings.
No, Sneed, man. No. I'm not saying I wasn't disrespecting Joker's MVPs, man. But you know how I feel about the fact that I truly believe Joker is overrated. I do. I'm not against him having won the MVP, but I do.
Oh, got a little fight there.
I do really dislike it when people act like Embiid shouldn't have won the MVP that he won. I don't like that at all. What do you
feel like Embiid should have won
that year? The year that he won, he deserved it. But you always hear like, oh, people just gave it to Embiid because of the race card or because of Joker fatigue or whatever. I'm like, no, he was just better that year. Like he was killing, Oh,
and he mopped up. He mopped up Jokic in the 1-on-1.
Yes.
Yeah, he mopped him.
Like a nation, what up?
I gotta call me. Y'all have me cracking up. Y'all over here making it sound like Steve Nash bought those MVPs on the black market and shit.
Oh, he got them out the trunk, man.
Hey, them just he got the bootleg MVPs, man.
Come on, I mean, real talk. He's got 2 MVPs. We know he stole one from Timmy. We know he stole one from Kobe. How can we look at those the same? Real talk. Yes, he has them, but how can we look at them the same, honestly, when we know he shouldn't have got them?
That's why I said, like, y'all making it sound like he bought those MVPs on the black market.
What is okay? So I don't know much about LA, but what is the Crenshaw swap meet? That's what they say, right? He went down there and got it, right? Like a nation. Come on, man.
Man, don't be hating on the Crenshaw swap meet, man.
I'm not at all. Not at all, brother. I'm just saying.
It's more like going. It's more like going across the border and
okay, there you go. Right,
Mexico,
getting them from the cartel.
There,
right. It's like,
hey, bro,
when you can't afford the prescription, so you go to Mexico and get the drugs cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, hey, home, I got these MVPs right here, bro. 2 for $5.
Right. Oh my gosh!
Said Steve was averaging a cool 16 points a game, bro. Chill out.
I mean, look, it's not even so
bad. I was like, Kobe's dropping 35.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even just the point.
He had the better record though.
Yeah, but
they were top 4 in the league.
True indeed, but if you took Kobe and Lakers 35 off those Lakers, and y'all know this better
I know,
than I do,
but they were barely the 6th seed that year, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, this was back when they were moving. Yeah. They were giving the MVP to the better player on the best team.
Yeah.
That's when it was kind of like a weird era of the MVP. It's like, okay, now y'all just giving it to the best player on the best team. Like, it's not an MVP. It's who the best player on the best team award.
Right.
Because Kobe was clearly he was an assassin. Right. Folks feared him.
Right. But it's not even just a transformer. It's, again, for me, just like I talked about with Lamar and all that, valuable, right? Valuable. So I'm like, if Kobe is not there, those Lakers are, man, who knows where they were. You know what I'm saying?
That was a year he had to go crazy for them just to make the playoffs. That team was that bad.
Value, exactly. So
and almost stole the first round.
Right, exactly. So that's how I see it. But I could be wrong.
But not to diminish Steve Nash, but he was the engine that you take him off that Suns team, they don't even make the playoffs even.
No, you don't think so?
He was the offense.
Yeah, he was definitely the offense.
I mean, no.
If you ever have the pleasure of talking to Rajah Bell, he'll say the same thing. Like, I talked to him to his face, and he said, "No." He said, "If Nash wasn't on that team, we don't make the playoffs.
Okay.
We don't make those pushes without Nash.
Okay.
He was the engine."
I do agree with that. I do agree he was the engine. I don't know if I go as far as to say, because I think D'Antoni's system allows for a lot of stuff to happen, man. So,
but I don't think it happens. It's fluid without him.
Right. Not to the same level, obviously. But look, D'Antoni made freaking Jeremy Lin a superstar, right? With that system.
For like 2 weeks.
Linsanity.
It lasted like a good month, but
it lasted like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
reality set in.
It was insane. No doubt. But what I'm saying is,
everybody started game planning when they started watching the film and figuring that out.
Yeah, that system can make a lot of guys go off, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, Mike D'Antoni was all offense, no defense type of strategy.
All offense. That's why I had a problem with San Antonio.
I'm like, bro.
That's why I had a problem with San Antonio. But Robert Horry was the MVP. Robert Horry is the reason why the Spurs won that series.
Mm-hmm.
He got tired of Steve Nash running through their defense, so he checked his ass into the table.
Sure did. That was great. Sometimes you gotta do it.
That was a champion move right there,
wasn't it? In hockey.
I told everybody when I saw that shit, I was like, he did that shit on purpose and slow his ass down.
Did that on purpose. But guess what?
Like when Bynum clotheslined JJ Barea because he was flashing through our defense.
Right. But guess what though?
Steve
Nash got what he got for stealing MVPs. There you go. You want to run up in people's cribs stealing trophies? You get what you get.
He ain't stealing trophies, man.
He definitely put that.
He went out there and played basketball, and they would award him with an MVP, even though we believe that it should have went to other people.
Agreed.
We say that every year, man. Somebody else should have got it.
Do we believe that somebody else besides SGA should have got it this year? I don't.
Yeah, other than Jokic.
SGA should have 2.
See, there we go. But everybody's so infatuated with the triple-double basketball.
Nah, he should have got 2.
For a big, that's pretty solid.
Agree. Oh, it's great for. I'm not even gonna start talking Jokic again. You know what's gonna happen. Steve gonna call back.
I'm just saying, man. I'd be impressed.
Steve was called in because he was trying to clear up his name. That was all that was.
Yeah. I definitely did. It wasn't my intent to like fire at.
He was like, man, I'm trying to clear my name. You put. It was like you
SGA, take that shot.
Like you testifying against him. No,
I think OKC's done here, man. I really do.
If they could get up, again, it's the end of third. If they can get it to 15,
you're right.
It's a game.
Close this quarter. You're right.
But they got to score. If they can close this quarter and get within 15, then they got a chance. They were just down 18.
So
and did it balloon back up to 21?
You know what I realized? So we just watched SGA go to the floor last time down the floor, no call. Now we see the blocking foul here on this end. I'm not the conspiracy theory guy, but you don't think the league wants a game 7?
I wouldn't say that got shit to do with it.
Listen,
OKC's has been playing awful all game.
Indiana
just playing desperate, but Indiana's playing desperate.
True.
I said that if they push the like I said earlier, like if they push the tempo, and Holly, they're not going to beat them without Holly. And if Holly came and played the way he normally plays, That's the only way Indiana had a chance to push it to 7.
Mm-hmm.
But I said the worst thing for OKC right now is for it to go Game 7. They should have They need to wrap this up tonight.
Well, that looks unlikely, but I think if it's we already see how they bounce back from a loss. So I think if it goes to Game 7, I think they might destroy him in Game 7 at home.
It depends on his health because he putting all that stress on that leg today.
Oh, Hallie, yeah.
He took a cortisone shot before the game.
Oh yeah, you have to get out there and play.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna sit this one out. Hell no. NBA Finals. Chance to get his first ring, he wasn't going to sit this out.
No, you can't.
I give him credit. He played it. He played it through. I'm going to give him a little love.
That's what Warriors do, right?
Yeah, he playing like the old Hallie.
Yeah,
because they needed him. They had no chance without him.
Agreed.
That shit would have been over. That would have been over in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But what y'all thought on GP on this point guard thing as y'all was talking about earlier? I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves.
He doesn't. I think he's the number 5 point guard ever. That's my opinion.
He plays on. He played on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
I mean, you can't nine time first team all defense as a point guard.
Yep.
Man, name is the glove. Oh, he tried to poke him.
Right.
Defensive player of the year. The year they went to the finals, defensive player of the year.
Only point guard ever to win that.
They would have been champions if they didn't run into the best team ever assembled.
Well, I guess Marcus Smart. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he did win the defensive player of the year when he won the chip.
Yeah. It's not really the.
Yep.
But yes, he did.
Yep.
Yeah, GP was that dude.
I think because he didn't get as many accolades as a lot of the point guards ahead of him. That everybody put ahead of him, they kind of look over it.
Yeah, I think people forget what a good scorer he was, an elite post player at the point guard position, a really good passer. Like I think they really forget about that because he's just so known for being such a phenomenal defender.
Yeah, but he didn't get that many offensive awards though.
Right.
He didn't get the recognition for offense because
of the other point guards.
He was feeding that beast that he had. Yeah, and he was feeding that beast that he had in the post and Sean Kemp.
You say beef with him?
I said
feeding that beast. Feeding that beast.
He was feeding him. He was feeding him. Man, you got to keep your big happy.
Yeah, no question.
Nash had one too in Stoudemire, but Stoudemire is not no Kemp.
No, not quite. He was a problem in his prime, though.
Yeah, he was. But Nash made that man look. Nash made him look like a superstar.
Oh my gosh!
He made Stoudemire look better than what he was.
Was this
the difference between those two? Kemp would have been an all-star wherever he went.
I think
Stoudemire looked good playing with Nash. That's my opinion.
Well, he was pretty good in New York too till he had the microfracture.
Start getting hurt. Yeah.
All
them dunks.
Yeah.
All them dunks caught up with him. Same thing with Blake Griffin.
Correct.
All them dunks caught up with him.
That's right.
Big shot, Obi Toppin, looking like Steph.
Wow.
But you know who was underrated that should get more props? Y'all gonna think I'm crazy because I always think outside the box. On that Suns team, the Matrix.
Yeah, Sean Marion,
get a lot of
Sean
props.
Marion.
I thought he got a lot of props. He was an elite defender, which is odd on that team. But no, I thought he got a lot of props.
And he'll pike on you.
Very highly of it. Yeah.
But every time they always put, but it was one of those players what is his position?
He made that. Did that count? I think that count. What a finish. I think that count.
That counts. Oh my gosh. 30.
Yeah, it's curtains.
What's the score now?
90-60. It's over, man.
90-50.
I think that counts. Oh yeah, that count. He got that off.
30.
3, 2, 1, balls out. Yep, that counts.
That's
bang.
Yeesh.
That's what bang.
Yeah, that's probably what. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's over. Go ahead and sit him down. Go ahead and rest. Ice up, son.
Right. So real quick, Edward says, who would you rather have, GP and Sean Kemp or John Stockton and Karl Malone? Stockton and Malone. I don't think that's a good one. Stockton and Malone's body of work is absurd. Like I mean, just what they did, game in, game out overall.
One retired, one passed Magic in assists.
Right. The
other retired as an all-time assist leader, and the other one was second in scoring when he retired.
Yeah, those two were machines.
4,000. He was 4,000 points away from. I think if he never would have went to the Lakers, that kind of messed up his career too.
I think he was just trying to win. He was desperately trying to win one at the end, you know.
Yeah, and take Kobe's wife, but that's besides the story.
That drama with Kobe kind of took his head out of basketball too.
Why would you do that, man? Like, come on, man. That's so disrespectful. That's horribly disrespectful.
Kobe my guy, but that's not a fight that he won't.
But you know what? Though? I agreed. But what I love
that's how Kobe gets shot, though. But go ahead.
What I love though is that Kobe. There we go. Kobe had no fear whatsoever. Remember, he was going to fight Shaq in the locker room. He said he knew that he was going to get killed, but hey, he had to be. That's how you make people respect you.
Sometimes you got to stand up like a man.
That's right.
Even though you're gonna take an L, you better make that first shot count.
Yeah, for real.
Man, what? If you know you're the smaller one, you better throw that first punch.
Look, man, you better grab that stool. You in the street. Grab that stool out your locker.
You better get that first one off, and that first one better count.
Yeah, for sure. You get that stool out your locker and swing it.
Well, you better. What's that boy name? Cretan? Go get the strap. Bring the strap in the locker room.
You gotta do something.
Hey, that man said. Yeah, that boy Gilbert Arenas said, "Oh, okay, cool." Said I'm gonna go.
Jabari Crittenden, yeah.
Crittenden, yeah. Crittenden.
That fool was in the league trying to be a thug though.
Yeah, no need for all that, man. For real.
That was why Gil brought his.
Hey, you can take the thug out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the thug.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he brought the gun in the locker room over that card game, because Crittenden threatened to kill him.
Yeah, up the strap,
and he was like, "Okay." That's why he brought the strap in the locker room. He talked about it on Gil's Arena.
Yeah,
he talked about it on Gil's Arena. And then started researching on Jabari Crittenden, and that's like, yeah, he everywhere he went. That's why he got kicked out of the Lakers. He was running them streets in LA while he was playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all, but dudes always trying.
That was their main concern, was him bringing that to bringing that to the locker room. Cause
Sneed, that was crazy. Oh my gosh!
Why is Siakam still in the game? Take Siakam out too.
All right, guys. I'll let somebody else call in.
All right, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the call.
Just get ready for Transformer.
OKC pulled the bench now. They
unloaded Transformer.
The bench.
Yeah, they did. What's going on, brother?
Let's get ready for the Lakers OKC battles in the Western Conference Finals.
Ain't nobody talking about no Lakers right now.
They're definitely gonna get plenty.
Let's get ready for those battles, man.
Nobody's talking about that right now.
The next era has begun.
Yep. It's over.
Oh, okay. He's trying to qualify him for MVP. I see that. But I mean, that's kind of like stat check. That's stat pattern at this point. You gonna go get 35 against their bench guys? What's up, man? You all right, Bruce? You good?
Y'all out here talking that old Lakers BS, man. Nobody ain't talking about that right now. Y'all had a whole 2.5-hour show earlier talking about the Lakers. Man,
actually, we had 45 minutes because the real 2 hours was spent on bashing LeBron.
No. Why was bashing him?
Y'all was trying to cook that man. Filet, deep fry, saute, sprinkle a little salt on him, flip it, pow, pow.
Just told the truth, man. Just told the truth.
See, take Siakam out the game, man. Come on, bro. Like, this is just not. Take Neesmith back out. Like, why is he in the game? Come on, man. Get these guys out the game. It's up 30. OKC is conceded.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't want to risk. You already got Halliburton limping in this mug. You don't need nobody else limping out of this game.
Yeah, for real. Just empty your bench right now.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I don't really get this at all.
It's like it got worse. Like every quarter. Hold on, let me get my stats. I'm not pulling up. Okay, I think my laptop just froze. That's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm. There we go.
He went in Stephen A for what, Edward? What now? Jesus Christ, that dude. Oh, you would know. I bet you follow him. But go ahead.
Because Stephen A said that, you know, he don't like him and I don't like him. He don't like me. It was something that Stephen A said.
Whatever, man.
I guess LeBron is responding to Stephen A again.
No, I'm not. I did a lot of content on that before. I'm letting
that go.
Yeah, tired of that. But if they start going at it again, hey, you know. Come on, man. This is what we do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But I honestly hope that it doesn't, you know, and we can kind of let that go.
Siakam for MVP if the Pacers win it? I believe so. I believe, yeah, he definitely has it because, I mean, Halliburton was a no-show for like multiple games straight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And obviously, I mean, he had a great game today, great start, but again, like he's not the enforcer that started this run, this lead that they got.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that with TJ McConnell, to be honest with you.
Right.
TJ was a really big force in that second quarter to start that run. So, yeah, I'll probably definitely get to Siakam if Indiana does win it.
Not mad at that.
Yeah. Let's see. What does he have right now? I don't think no Pacer is really that high in scoring. They just got even across the board. Let me see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in double figures. Siakam 16, Neesmith 10, Nembhard 17, Halliburton 14, Obi Toppin 15, TJ McConnell 10. Jesus Christ.
But I mean, as great as that is, remember we saw a couple games back, we saw the Pacers have 7 players in double figures and they still got smoked. So when OKC plays how they're capable of playing, none of that matters. But I hear what you're saying though. Everybody made contributions in the night where they had to get it from wherever, however, you know, and everybody had to do something. So can't be mad at that.
I did say in that segment, a couple of guys got to get 20 for it to look real good. And in this case, I mean, if they played in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty positive Siakam would have ended up with 20. Nembhard would have definitely ended up with 20. So now you have 2 20-point scores plus 4 more, you know, double-digit scores. At that point, it kind of looks like, okay, man, our offense was just clicking. And it obviously was tonight. I mean, the boys got 93 points, and we're at the top of the fourth quarter. Defensively sound, they just hounded OKC, man. OKC has 16 turnovers. 16 turnovers, only 8 assists. The team has only 8 assists.
I'm here. I'm listening to
okay.
you.
Looking like Snoop.
Oh, no. I'm 8 assists. Like I'm seriously waiting to say what you had to say. My bad.
8 assists and 16 turnovers. So like for every assist you made, you had 2 turnovers.
Yeah, you can't win like that.
That's a horrible ratio.
Terrible. No, agreed.
Like at least Jameis Winston went 1 for 1 when he got 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Like imagine 30 touchdowns and 60 picks. Like that's what you got right now, right?
Yeah, league.
30 touchdowns and 60 picks.
Yeah, no, you can't have that at all. That's
first
terrible.
of all, 60 picks, everybody's getting fired. I mean, I'm letting go the coach, the GM, the owner, everybody got to go.
What type of quarterback coach you got? Damn, who's watching film? What are we doing?
Who left him in the game? Why? How does he have 60 picks?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
My boy. Halliburton showed up, man. I'm like this was a toughness game for sure for him.
Yeah.
Definitely a toughness game, man. Huge props.
Real nice give and go right there too.
Absolutely. Huge game for being tough.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of those games. I agree.
Again, this series, one of the best, man, I've seen in years, bro.
Yeah, back really good. Yeah, back and forth. What's up, Edward?
Man, what's up, y'all? This whack ass game. I'm sorry, bro.
None of us expected this.
What?
Not this.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, golly. Well, and the way I can look at it, man, 2 small market teams. Hey, it's generating money. Probably get the game 7. Man, hey, Drake lost some money on this game too.
Did he?
Yeah, he lost, I think, like a $250,000.
Mm.
Okay, celebrities need to stop making the big bets because that's when OKC loses. Jay-Z did it. They lost a big crucial game.
Hey, they can afford
Drake do it. Come on, man. They jinxing them.
Man, whatever. I can't afford it. Hell, said I needed freaking Alex Caruso to get a 3. He didn't do crap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They bench didn't do nothing. So
not a thing.
Yeah, because who was the highest score? Of course, it was just SGA was the highest score on that team. I mean, as usual, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But, man, they ain't getting no production from Luke Dort. He only got rebounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that and
he didn't score his first point until like the third quarter, I believe. His only point. I take that back. His only point in the third quarter.
Yeah. Then Jalen Williams. I guess it was just really just Jalen Williams and SGA was really just doing something. You know?
Right.
I mean, Chet. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But then it's like, wow, bro. Like Miles Turner, man. Bruce, okay, with you being a historic, if Miles Turner played in the 90s, what position would he play?
I don't know.
He's tall, man. They would have put some weight on him. He would have played the 5.
He's a 6'11", 7-foot guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think they got him in the weight room and he'd have played center. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Man, for him to play his position, he does not crash the boards the way he's supposed to be playing as a center.
No, that's true. But again, I think, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, Edward. The difference is, it seems to me that most coaches nowadays just don't put emphasis on that. But I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, Bruce. Hey, I do. You know, besides the Joker, you know what I'm saying? Mal, you know, other players too. You know what I mean?
Okay, I just need you to do your research before you say crazy stuff. I just need you to do your research. That's all.
Okay, but check this out. I did my research. When you answer my question, who would you rather take? Karl Malone, John Stockton, or JP and Sean Kemp? Because that's who I would rather take too, John Stockton and Karl Malone over those 2 guys.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I did not know Karl Malone was mad greasy. God rest the day, he was trying to get at Kobe's wife.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, that's an old story. That's like 05, 04.
Yeah, why would you do that? That's freaking anyway.
Hey, man, hey, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying, you know, it was, you know, he did marry some, you know, she was an underage woman. You know, that was back when, you know, I know he was born and raised out in New Orleans. So
we're not gonna.
Yeah, we're not gonna go that far.
I know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, but y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's a wild dude. That's all I can say.
Yeah, say you're a wild bull.
Hey, he is what it is, bro. And you know, so I know Game 7 gonna be Sunday, right?
What's today? Third? Yeah. Should be Sunday. Yeah, because they got to go back to OKC.
Yeah, so OKC gonna close it out at home. Which will be
so.
good. You know, it's gonna be on their home court. So it's all gonna be good with that. So that's gonna be a good game.
Oh my gosh, these turnovers so sloppy.
They're gonna be well rested for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna be well rested.
Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Hallie was going to at least have about like 20 points, but, you know, they say if Hallie gets 20 or more, that's when, you know what I'm saying, they'll win a game. But
Bruce, you only have, you got the over-under.
Yeah, you did say that. You did pick him, go on.
You got 14.
There we go.
1 point less. He only played 23 minutes. Thanks to the blowout.
Right.
14.
I got it.
There we go, man.
I should have came to you about Alex Caruso. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but man, this
I don't gamble, so don't take my word for it. But no, I just didn't see Halliburton getting there.
Okay, and then look, I know the game is over, but let me switch over to sports. So with the Jair pickup, how do you feel about that pickup?
Boy, was you not at the? You saw the last show.
No, I did not. Hey, I was late. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. I mean,
you can always play it back. You know, when y'all say stuff like that, you can always play it back.
I missed the show. I'm like, well, you didn't go watch it.
Yeah, but I'm just answering a question, yo. I mean, dang, I'm asking.
And we're giving you an answer. You want the full synopsis while we're watching a game here because we're talking NBA, where it's letting you know the full analysis is on the previous show. Go check it out as the quick hit. All right, the last show we made.
Check it out. Okay, why would I go check it out and rewind if I want to talk about it live in person?
Because we're the hosts of the show and we're watching Game 6 of the NBA Finals, and you're changing the topic to the NFL.
This game is a blowout and it's over with. Now,
how about this? We'll keep it simple, Eddie. It is on the last show. If you would like our full synopsis and our full analysis on the Jair Alexander pickup, we invite you to the last show.
Okay, so I'm gonna go watch the last show and go talk to myself without nobody giving me an opinion on it from you guys. But okay,
apologies, you missed this live.
Edward, you know you're gonna hit me anyway and ask me about what I said.
Our apologies that you missed the live. Okay. But we're not going to answer for the third time about Jair Alexander because this will be the third time that people have asked Bruce what he thought.
Who was the second person? Who was the second person?
Was it not Steve? Who was it?
I asked him about somebody else.
Who called first? It was the first person who called.
I think it was Bruce, wasn't it? B More?
No. It was Bruce. It was Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't know. I mean, I thought I was the second person, but my input on it, man, hey, all I can say, hopefully you just stay healthy. I see why Green Bay didn't re-sign him. That's all I got to say on that. So that was that on that. I just wanted to get
you to be on the bench.
Right.
What was that?
Hey, man, we ain't paying $20-something million for you to be on the bench.
Right.
Bad business.
Okay, then. So, okay. That, well, man, then also, now, game was being over. Hopefully, Game 7 be a good game, man. Hopefully, it really will be a good game.
I think OKC gonna smoke them.
They better because they got killed tonight. This was not even cool.
When they come off a loss, they normally win big.
Like everything OKC was doing tonight was just flat out awful. Just flat out awful. I mean, they're only shooting 20% from three because the bench guys are knocking down threes. Other than that, they had 6% field goal percentage from the 3-point line. 6.
And then I think SGA, how many turnovers did SGA have tonight?
I think he had 5.
5.
Oh, 8. He had 8.
Oh, he had 8. I saw 5.
Yeah, I know. I saw 5 at one point, but he had 8 total.
That's not good.
He had as many turnovers as the entire Pacers team did.
Yeah.
But not anymore. They got 9 now, but it was earlier.
Okay. And also, Bruce, are you going to do a next week? I know the NBA draft is next week. You're not going to do a show on that, are you?
No.
You're not? Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, I won't even be here.
It doesn't look like it at the moment.
Where you gonna be at, B?
I'll be in Orlando, man. Family trip. Boop, boop.
Enjoy.
Are you going to Disney World?
As soon as we're done with the Wednesday night show, I'm gonna get some sleep. We up Thursday. We on the road.
For sure. That's real, man. That's real. Well, all right, fellas, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. B, you know, man. I love y'all. Make sure everybody hit that like and subscribe, though.
Appreciate. You be you.
Yes, sir.
You be you too, B. All right. Hey, all right, Pop. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Water.
All right, man. Sprite.
All right.
Transformer idiot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, whatever.
Oh man. Well, man, we have no reason to apologize because we're not the ones playing. But it sucks that we're watching such a blowout on a pivotal game 6. So, never mind. Who's that calling?
Bruce. What up, Bruce?
I ain't gonna be long. Didn't I say, hey, don't never doubt when the fat man speak? Huh? Didn't I tell you about Indiana?
Man, look, I think this is more about OKC than Indiana tonight, honestly.
You can't say that, buddy. You can't say that because Indiana is a well-coached team. I told you,
they are.
Yeah, this is an uncharacteristic game by OKC, though.
I don't want shit. Hey, there's always excuses. Hey, man, don't be surprised if Indiana win this thing, man. It's gonna be an exciting game 7. What y'all think? I think it's gonna be one of the best game 7s ever. You think everybody gonna give their all, or you think OKC?
You got to. You got to.
No, I got Indiana. They're gonna play hard.
Nothing wrong with that.
How y'all boys feeling tonight, man? Just
bored now.
Yeah, maintaining this. Just waiting for this game to be over, man. It didn't do much.
Hey, Bruce, hey,
what up?
You look like you're tightening up, boy. The upper body, son. You look like you're slimming up, son.
Trying to do a little something.
You start to take form, huh? You ain't playing around, huh?
Trying to do a little something, man. Trying to transform out here.
Yes, sir.
We had this big debate on the Baltimore basketball group about how SGA, he's a flopper and he pushes off. You know what that about him? That he pushes off with that step back.
He pushes off a little bit. He doesn't ever fully extend the arm. So like I don't really.
It's like he pushes into him, and he pushes into him.
Okay. When you sent me that message earlier about him, Big Dog Robinson, like him and Melo do like that same game, don't it, though? I really looked at it like, oh, wow.
And I didn't mean to say that, Melo specific. It just like coincidentally, like how similar it looks when they play. That's
oh yes, most definitely got the same type. I forgot all about. Hey, they had a big 3 in there. Hey, we keep talking about the big 3, but about that Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, and the Big Dog.
That was tough. Absolutely.
That was a tough year, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how you feel about the 1-on-1, Joe Johnson and Beasley?
That should be good, man. ISO Joe.
Oh, they gonna do it
for a reason.
Yeah, big 3 is in. I'm going to this in Baltimore. Sunday, what's it there? The 22nd, Sunday.
Okay.
Word, they gonna do it.
Yeah, they're gonna do it in the city.
That's gonna be.
How you feel about how you feel about the Dwight Howard and Lance Stevens scuffle? Was that fake tough guy stuff?
No, so apparently, Kenyon Martin has something to say about it. It was some stuff that's going on between them prior to the game, and it just played out on the court. So they was actually for real. Like that wasn't no inner game. Like, nah, bro, we just battling, so we gonna compete. Nah, there was some actual stuff going on prior to the game, and they was kind of like hashing it out on the court type stuff.
Okay, man, the big thing seems like it's getting a little excited, man. Like it's fit. They really taking this serious. They ain't playing around. Ice Cube got something real good going, real good, man.
Yeah, but I don't want that to get too out of hand though. Like if we're like. I don't want to see a scuffle or a fight every game. Like, come on, man. Like, be competitive, but at the same time, have respect for the game, have respect for the sport. We don't want to see y'all get ejected and everything. Like, this ain't hockey. This ain't hockey.
It's like it's getting too corny now. You're like y'all trying too hard to be tough. And a lot of you guys are not tough.
Right.
Yeah. Look, I'm always wanted to say this. Steven Jackson. He goes off like he's a super tough gangster guy. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna put it past because guys who don't mean they can't. They ain't any chumps now. Don't get it messed up.
Nah, not at all.
You know what I mean? Don't get it messed up. One more thing about this Caitlin Clark thing, man. That's crazy. Not really looked at it, man. How they see that they really don't like this young lady, man. I mean, talking about how the players reacting to it on those scuffle they had the other day. How Mabry actually bumped her at the girl, scratched her in the face. I mean, goddamn.
Well,
they really trying to
they like each other though.
Well, remember when I sent it to you, Bruce? I definitely thought she flopped, but yeah, the scratch in the face was a bit much. But I definitely thought she flopped on the law.
Hey, but don't get it wrong. She is an antagonizer and a troublemaker, though.
Correct. You're right.
I like it though.
You told me that from the beginning too, and you're right.
So she most definitely. Let me say this about CC. The kid is good, man. I ain't even gonna hate. But Paige
Stop talking too much about CC now.
I think Paige Becker's got the numbers a little bit better than CC.
Agreed.
But,
Can't argue.
Hey man, your boys have a nice night, man. I just wanted to call, man, and see what's up with y'all boys, man. This game over with, man.
We just waiting on the clock to go tick, tick, tick.
Hey, we ain't got long, man. We got 2 more months, man, for the season. We got June. Well, we might say July. Oh yeah. 90 days, man. We be coming, man. So
yeah, we
all right, man.
All right, brother.
I'll check up with you, boys.
All right, have a good night,
bro.
All right.
Always good call from my boy Baltimore Bruce.
Definitely, man. We got about 3 minutes left in this trunk.
Trust me, Steve. Honestly, we wanted to turn this game off a whole 20 minutes ago, but we're gonna stick through with you guys, man. See you through to the end.
You imagine if you got to call this game, how much it? Oh man!
If you
gotta if you're on the team, calling blowouts really gotta suck.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, Sneed?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Maintaining, man. How you doing?
Salam, Sneed.
Excellent. Salam, bro. We got game 7, right?
We got game 7. 2 best words.
We got a game 7. All right, so peep this out, right?
All right.
Every time everybody is on the same side of the boat, things hit the fan and the other team wins, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was convinced that the Thunder were going to just blow them out game 1, the defense and all that, and then Indy upsets, right? Game 1.
Yeah.
So this is how the series been. And then, the Thunder bounce back, they get a win, and then the Pacers get a win, right? And then the Thunder get a win, so now we're split.
Yeah.
And then, they finally lose 2 games in a row in the playoffs. The Pacers haven't done that, right?
Right.
So they finally lose 2 in a row. And then everybody was on the Thunder tonight because everybody's on the same end of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when everybody stands on the same end of the boat?
Vegas kicks in and flips it.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. Now, and you guys are talking about the celebrities and the betting. And that's when everything goes bad. Like when Drake starts putting money on people, they start losing, bro.
Every time.
So
it's like every time boxers, UFC fights, they lose.
So here's what they're seeing, right? Because they're probably prisoners of the moment. They're going to see a big blowout win, and they're like, all right, I'm going Pacers game 7.
I'm
gonna go Thunder. Yeah, I'm gonna go Thunder game 7. I know it's gonna be close because this is it. Like the Pacers' magical run. Like Halliburton seems healthy. Siakam is fantastic. Both sides of the ball. These guys are gritty, resilient. You got Obi Toppin. You got all these unsung heroes like TJ McConnell and all this. Neesmith and Mathurin have had these moments. You got Rick Carlisle with all these pushing all the right buttons, pushing his guys. You just can't, they're going to be there. It's going to be a close game. They are not going to blow them out, but I do think the Thunder find a way to win. And then it's the SGA legacy foundation. It's the league MVP. It's the finals MVP. It's the championship, and then we'll talk about how great SGA is because he did something so great.
Mm-hmm.
We got a tech.
And then, what? Finally. There's a tech right now?
We got a tech, man. We finally got a tech. It's a double tech.
Oh,
Johnson
man.
Bro,
it's going down, bro.
Double tech. Oh, no, they calling the tech on Johnson. Okay, but we still got a tech, though. We got a tech.
Oh, there it is.
Is that what people wanted to see? They said there was no action in the series. They needed some technicals.
But I'm saying, you get a tech now when you're down by freaking 21 with 57 seconds left. Come on, man.
Bro, I don't even know who that was, bro. Who are those guys that got
First of all, Johnson is the last person you want to try to fight in the NBA. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, his whole family.
That boy is a for real black belt.
And he's an undefeated kickboxer. That's right.
So hold on a second. Indiana got a Kenji on their team, bro.
Man,
Johnson like that for real in real life.
The toughest dude in the league. Like you don't want those problems.
I actually think his hands are registered. I want to say so he can't really fight in the NBA unless he's provoked. Yeah.
Oh no, he's a legitimate undefeated kickboxer, Sneed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's a real G.
See, I got a friend who he's I don't know. He's an instructor, a Taekwondo instructor, and he's a big dude. He's like 6+, and he's like 250. So when these types of dudes generate like power with their leg kicks, it's crazy powerful.
Yes, it is.
They're sending people into the shadow realm. You know what I'm saying? So, we kind of got into it with some guys playing hoops, and I was like, the first thing I did was I'm like, bro, don't do that here. You're like, this isn't gonna, because they're very dangerous people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Oh, there's Ron Artest. Yeah, so I got the Thunder Game 7, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a low scoring affair. It's gonna be like a 98-97 type joint.
That means a lot of defense.
Well, I think a lot of missing. So if it's from the defense or the nerves, one way or the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tonight's shooting was
Johnson got kicked out.
Look at that.
Smiths.
Did you guys look at the shooting tonight?
Yeah, it was poor for OKC. It was extremely poor for OKC, especially from the 3-point line. I mentioned it earlier. Before the bench guys kicked in, OKC was shooting like 6 to 8% from the 3-point line. Like it was just.
If you look at the Transformer, if you look at the games, so 1 through 6, and look at each of the quarters, you're going to see several quarters where OKC didn't make a 3 or made like 1.
Yeah.
Like they have not been shooting the 3 ball well
at all.
The Pacers, not like they shot it lights out or anything. They came out in the third quarter. It was all bricks.
Yeah. I think it was like 0 for 6 for the first 6 shots.
I mean, that was probably one team. I think combined, I saw 10 missed threes to start the second half.
Yeah. I think like I don't think the first point was scored to like the damn near 8-minute mark in the third quarter. Like
the Thunder were trying to get back in it with threes instantly, and then the Pacers were trying to stick the dagger in them, in the third quarter. It all came out overzealous. But I appreciate the live stream, guys. That was my prediction, and I don't know how long you guys plan on staying on, but thanks for taking my call.
Hey, no doubt.
No, absolutely. We got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we don't even need a breakdown. We broke it down already, guys. We going straight off.
Yeah.
Like this was, if you saw the game, it was obvious. It was obvious our take on this game, guys. It was obvious.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Damn, Johnson got ejected, man. So I got what I wanted. I mean, I got the tech, got an ejection.
Yeah, you sure did. You definitely did.
This game could not end without a tech or an ejection. I got both. I got both. Well, there you have it, guys. Indiana wins 108-91 as OKC dribbles out the clock. Tough game, man. Tough grit, grind for the Indiana Pacers, man. They're moving on to Game 7 in OKC.
Yeah, the league gets what they want. And now we get the 2 best words in sports, right? Game 7. So
Game 7.
Hopefully
a couple of bangs.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Sunday, man. We doing a watch party and hoping in that.
It's Game 7, man. I think we got to.
Yeah. Okay. Double show Sunday, or we want to?
Oh, I don't know about all.
So because today hurt. I'm not gonna lie, this hurt.
Double show days, man. Ooh, 2 days. That's rough.
Them things hurt, man. We may have to do like a 2-segment joint on Sunday, and just so we can spare some energy for Sunday night.
Yeah, 2 days, no joke. For anybody who plays football, man, you don't want 2 days.
Absolutely, especially when you got kids, man. Come on, man. Like, we got family to take care of. We can't go to sleep.
No, not at all. Not at all. But listen, thanks so much for joining us for this game 6. It didn't turn out the way we expected. We thought we might see history tonight, but guess not.
Okay, Sneed. We'll take you up on it.
Yeah, no doubt. We got you. No doubt.
All right, man.
Here, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Be safe, and we will be back when we're back. Peace.
Peace.